The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Next goal will win the hockey game and move in to the second round. Here is a shot from Rankin. They scores! Nathan Rankin, a 3-2 overtime winner, taking the selfie with the glove.
It's time for the 2025 State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Hepper's Sports Center, Beck Motors, Xander Auto Parts, May Adam, and Lake Area Tech.
Now it's back on the far side. Schneider square away. That shot, he scores. Owen Schneider sends the Capitals to the third place game and the Rangers to the championship on a power play goal.
And by Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, and Pelican Power Sports.
It'll be played back again. Dozark waiting, and a pass now in front. They score! It's Keegan Kitts. He wins it in overtime, and the Capitals get third place. Kitts scores, and the Caps win.
And by Wagner Auto, the hockey headquarters, the Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.
Not covered and play continues. It is going to be moved up. Schneider for Colley. He scores! Jacob Colley in overtime. Brookings 2024 state champions.
And now to the Kubota booth for the call of the game. Here's John Winkler and Jim Lloyd.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you here to the Boys State Tournament, as it is the first game, Sioux Falls West and Aberdeen, the 3-6 matchup. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd. And Jim, we've got to be kind of quick on this break, but we're looking forward to a really good first matchup between two teams that split their two games in the regular season.
Yeah, there's only a couple goals between these two teams, and we talked off camera earlier that this might be one of our best games today, 3-6 matchup.
And Aberdeen, they got to win against Sioux Falls West. Their top goal scorer, Devin Fishback. They're a team that has the poise to go deep in this state tournament.
Either one of these teams can. These teams are two quality teams and good programs. They can make some damage in this tournament.
James Shea, the leading goal scorer for Sioux Falls West. There's a lot of guys that we could talk about, including the first team All-State goalie, Lewis Yerke, who we don't believe is actually starting the first game. Issa Mesher's a pretty good replacement if he's not, a second-tier goalie. It's 1A and 1B, but James Shea leads the team in goals with 20. This is a team that can fire on all cylinders.
Well, anybody that can score 20 goals in South Dakota regular season can get it done. And a lot of times you got to watch for those players because they'll step it up one more notch for the tournament.
Well, we're looking forward to this state tournament. We've got our first commercial break. When we come back, we will have our starting lineup, national anthem, opening puck drop of the state tournament between. It is the Aberdeen Cougars, the 6th seed, and the 3 seed, Sioux Falls West. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Fording Electric, 224-8684.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand making the dough, hand chopping the toppings, and hand shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
We welcome you back here on Capital City Rock, on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd as we get set for our first game. Aberdeen Cougars are on the ice right now. Sioux Falls West will join them here in just a second. And it is, Jim, we're looking forward to a great state tournament coming up here. This will be a great matchup to start us off. Last year, it was Sioux Falls West, or excuse me, Sioux Falls East, I believe, in Aberdeen. It was an overtime game to get us started. You saw in the open that we had, it was an overtime game to start off our state tournament. Not saying we're going to have it here, but we've got an opportunity to see some overtime games again here in the state tournament. Not that we're unfamiliar from last weekend.
Maybe a little early to talk about overtime, but there is a great possibility. There's hardly anything separates these two teams. These teams are about as evenly matched as you'll find in the state, a 6 seed and a 3 seed. And if you look at how they played, Aberdeen Cougars lost 3-2 in the first one, but then they won 3-0 in the second time they meet. So anything can happen here.
Yeah, one goal, the separation in that Aberdeen win, 3-0 win, as you mentioned too, for Sioux Falls West. But you look at Easton Mesher, he'll be the starting goalie for Sioux Falls West. There is, Lewis Yerke is the first team All-State goalie, and he's not starting in game number 1. That doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve to be starting game 1 or that Easton Mesher is going to be playing all 3 games or anything like that. They've got 1A and 1B. Easton Mesher at 2.06 goals against average. That's a really good spot to be, 908 save percentage. It is 1A and 1B for these two teams.
It is, and Sioux Falls, what a nice luxury when you have 2 goalies of that caliber. And, the confidence to start your second goalie.
We'll send it down for introduction of our starting lineups.
Number 12, Carter Billhauer. Number 19, Frankie Rogan. Number 29, Jackson Danielson. And net for your Cougars, number 31, Carson Hudson. Now your starting lineup for your Sioux Falls Flyers West. Number 18, Hudson Ferguson. Number 17, Carson Edwards. Number 25, Jackson Dunn. Number 91, Hayden Laura. Number 93, James Shea. And number Flyers, Easton Mitchell. Mighty Manwell fans, stand, remove your cover, face the south of the flag. Sing our national anthem today, Miss Mary Anderson. Ooh.
Beautiful rendition of our national anthem as we are set and ready to go for hockey on this Thursday afternoon. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. This is
5 days ago, John, we did the girls, and we're back to do the boys now. 11 games last weekend, 11 games this weekend.
We almost made it into Sunday.
Yeah.
We were an hour away from making it into Sunday.
If those of you that are not familiar with what happened on the girls' side last Saturday, 5 overtimes with the Sioux Falls Flyers winning the state championship. 5 OTs. We loved it.
It was a fantastic end of that tournament. It was a great Thursday through Saturday. It worked out perfect last weekend. It's only going to work out just as perfect this weekend. Maybe we don't have the same type of result with 5 overtimes to close out a state tournament, but we're ready to go for our state tournament here on the boys' side. Jackson Dunn goes against Devin Fishback in the opening faceoff. We are ready to roll as we're underway on this Thursday afternoon, our state tournaments. This will come all the way down to Easton Mesher, and we'll quickly get a whistle. 6 seconds into the hockey game.
Good little touch there for Easton Mesher. He gets to touch the puck right away with just seconds in.
Carson Hunstad, the opposing goalie for Aberdeen, 4 wins, 2.23 goals against average, .918 save percentage. He's got 3 shutouts in his 4 wins. He's had some tough competition to go against throughout the entire season, and they like what he can bring to the table against this Aberdeen, against the Sioux Falls West team. There's a backhanded opportunity in front, but that was broken up, never got to the net. And it's going to be moving the other way for Sioux Falls West. In for James Shane, an early shot and a save made by Carson Hunstad. Both teams actually with a shot on goal. It was last year. It took us 30 seconds in the state tournament, and Aberdeen scored their first shot of the state tournament. This time, both goalies will make an early save.
Yeah, and what a great venue here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena in Watertown. It's a great place to play state hockey.
Patrick Severson wins the face-off for the Aberdeen Cougars. They will move it into the offensive zone. This will be wide of the net, but caught by Mesher. Drake Whitty threw that in, and we get a whistle. Devin Fishback, 15 goals in the season. Micah Kranzler with 10. Those are the 2 guys in double digits in goals for Aberdeen, but they can score from every single line. Sioux Falls West, you're talking about guys who don't have a double digits in goals. The top 6 of their forwards all have at least 10 goals for Sioux Falls West. This is into the corner, as Severson will pick it up and then be out from Kranzler. Good move around, shot, it's in! Under the bar and in! Aiden Postgame makes it 1-0. An early lead again for Aberdeen.
At 16-13, well, you like to get that first shot, that first goal. And Aberdeen's Cougars are on the board at the 16-13 mark in this first period of the boys' state tournament.
It barely went under the bar. It hit the back bar of the goal, and it bounced out. The referee right on the vantage point. We're looking at it right away, and Postgame makes it 1-0. Here's a quick shot. Rebound is right there. They score! It's knocked in! Beckett Holding ties the game seconds later. 9 seconds later, it's now a 1-1 tie.
Well, we talked a little bit about this matchup and how it was going to be. Take a look at that shot, and Sioux Falls, 9 seconds later, is on the board.
A goal in each of for the minutes for each team. Didn't even get a chance to talk more about Postgame, who had 8 goals in the season, got his first one of the state tournament. This will be tipped wide of the net as Hunstad gives up. Both goalies give up a goal, as it was 1 shot each with a save. Kranzler gets the lone assist on the Postgame goal. And now it's going to be Haldy again, as Jack Campbell was the one that got the assist on Haldy's goal. This is moving to the offensive zone for Aberdeen. Haldy had 13 goals in the season. His pass comes out towards Grayson Casper. And Casper in the backhand as he holds the zone. This puck is loose and picked up. And they check, and there's a near trip, as it was first initially picked up by Hudson Bergeson. And it'll come back down below the goal line. This is for Wheeler Malsum. Out to the blue line. Casper near side. There's a shot by Podol and a save made. Max Podol with a goal and 2 assists. Got the shot, and Mesher saw it all the way. And we'll get the whistle with 15:09 to go here in the first period.
How about that for a start to our boys' state tournament? Two 2 shots, 9 seconds apart, and this thing is 1-1.
Face-off will be to the right of Measure, make that the left of Measure. Alex Chain is tossed out of the face-off dot. And Jackson Henry will win the face-off for Sioux Falls West. Spencer Sharon, that comes out to the blue line, that is held in. Shot is tipped and a save made by Measure. It was tipped on by Logan Fishback after that shot came from the point.
Dangerous play when you got a player in front. Nice little tip.
This will be out on the face-off. It is covered up by Measure. And another whistle with 14:58 to go here in period number 1. 4 shots so far for Aberdeen, 2 for Sioux Falls West. But it's 1-1 in the Kubota scoreboard. This time it's Jackson Dunn that gets kicked out of the face-off dot. James Shea wins it for Sioux Falls. And it's a pass from Hayden Gora. That will be moved in by Shea. That shot is a save made by Hunstad as it gets over to the corner on the near side. Out to the blue line where it's going to be held in by Sioux Falls West. Pass goes across, looking for a centering pass that's broken up, and it'll come out of the zone by Aberdeen. Alex Carlson missed the pass here to the near side. He'll have to retreat in his own zone. It'll be picked up by Shea and off the boards, and Aberdeen almost got caught trying to either make a change or moving too far up the ice. Jackson Danielson would have been the last guy along with Carter Vilhauer, and there's a possibility for Jackson Dunn to get a breakaway, but instead it's an icing and a whistle with 14:22 to go here in the first period.
Both teams starting to settle in now and play a little hockey after that little fury there, a 1-1.
We had a goal 47 seconds in, and then a goal 9 seconds later. And it's 1-1, so we basically chalk it up. It's 0-0, you can say again, but both teams feel pretty, things can open up a little bit more with both teams scoring in that first minute of the first period. This is moved back in by Sioux Falls West. Jackson Brewer behind the net on his backhand. Brewer will leave it back out to the point. There's a shot by Bergensen. It's tipped high, and it'll go off the glass. Stays in play to the near side. Off the glass and down. Will go far enough for an icing. It's going to go just short of an icing, and Bergensen will have to play it here to the near side, but it doesn't come out of the zone. A second opportunity for Sioux Falls West. It'll find Brewer, and his pass goes across. It was tipped over and intercepted by Aberdeen. Cougars will dump it in deep, high off the glass. That one floated and went right off the top of the glass. As they make a change, they hold it in. That one's tipped in front of the net, and Mesher will swipe it to the side. As Fishback had an opportunity to make that, Micah Kranzler had an opportunity at it. Bergensen now here to the near side for Haldy, who's got the lone goal for Aberdeen. Both teams with one lone goal, and it's iced by Sioux Falls West, and a whistle with 13:12 to go here in the first period.
Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, we're in the premier rink, and John and I are perched up on the far corner. I like to call it the third floor of the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
Face-off will be to the left of Mesher, to the right of Mesher, excuse me. As it's now Whitty with a shot and a save made. Centered back out. Podol over to the far side. That shot goes wide. It'll come here for Micah Kranzler. Kranzler will send it out to the blue line. Podol with a shot. That is going to be broken up. Whitty still has it. And out to the blue line. Sent back down. That one coming from Grayson Casper, looking for a give and go, but it comes behind the net. It'll be sent up the boards on the far side, where it can't be chipped out by Sioux Falls West. It is still held in. Here's another shot. That's a tough angle, and it's kicked off the left pad of Mesher, and it comes out of the zone. To the blue line, it is out of the zone, in the neutral zone right now, where it's Sioux Falls West waiting to tag up and then moving in, trying to make a couple dekes around. That was Jackson Henry. But going 1-on-3 wasn't able to move that farther into the offensive zone. Aberdeen has it in their own end, sent around by Jackson Danielson out towards the blue line, but it's held in by Hayden Gora. And Aberdeen will pick it up, then overskate it. Here's a shot by Shea, and he shot it wide. Might have been off the crossbar, might have been off the shoulder of Hunstad, but a turnover left almost a 2-on-0. Tough angle shot again. Hunstad's able to shoulder it down, but Aberdeen again can't clear the zone. It's held in by Carson Edwards. Shea looking for the handle of it, turns on his forehand in the corner on the far side. Out to Bergensen, near side for Edwards as he touched it down into the corner. And then again, Sioux Falls got Aberdeen hemmed in right now with 11:30 to go here in the first period. On the near side, is picked up again. There's a shot by Edwards. It was blocked by Aberdeen, and they can have finally raced in the center ice and into the offensive zone with a quick shot and an easy save by Mesher. Derek Holland has it. He had that initial shot, got to the corner, and it's picked up by Jack Campbell. Still loose here on the near side at the blue line. That shot by Jeske is broken up, and it's back for Beckett Haldy to go the other way. Haldy, that's going to be lost to Postumus, who has the goal for Aberdeen. His pass is off of a stick, but it does come out of the zone where it's Aberdeen, and will push it in shortly. Jack Campbell tried to get a quick hit on number 7, Austin Schmidt, and Schmidt sent him around for a big hit. And it'll be sent for Sioux Falls West, still in the offensive zone. 10:40 remaining here in period number 1. Over to the corner on the far side, out of the blue line though. Into the center ice, Carlson has to pick it back up for West. They will send it into the net, and that'll get a whistle with 10:33 remaining as things settle down a little bit here between Sioux Falls West and Aberdeen.
Yeah, it has settled down a little bit. Like you said, it's a start of the game now. You know, you score with 47 seconds into the game with 2 quick scores. Now it's just plain little hockey. Now these teams can kind of play each other out, but I don't expect any different for the rest of this game.
And both goalies are settling in to the hockey game. It's tough to give up a goal in the first minute, but when your counterpart does the same thing, it makes you take a little bit an easier breath. This is all back in Aberdeen zone. This is turned over, centered one for Chan, but he was just too far in front of the pass. And it'll stay in the zone from Sioux Falls West, though. 1-1 our score on the Kubota scoreboard. There's a centering pass from Chan over towards Channing Schaff. And then Aberdeen again can't clear the zone. They've had some trouble clearing the zone on their own end of the ice. This will be at the blue line. This is onside. Aberdeen, 4 players will battle for it. And it will be eventually out of the zone to be picked up by Jackson Henry. Henry will send it in deep, go off for the change. There's a change on the fly with 9:40 remaining here in the first period. Up on the far side for Aberdeen. That bouncing puck, again, almost turned over, but it will come to Hunstad, and he will cover for the whistle. With 9:36 to go here in period number 1.
It's great to have you along anywhere in the world that you're listening to us on that live stream, Capital City Rock Sports. We appreciate you being along. 11 games this weekend.
All 11 games right here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. This will be iced by Aberdeen. They thought they were in the just far enough past the red line, but it does turn into an icing, and we get a whistle with 9:28 to go. Those that are maybe watching from Brookings right now, we will be on a KKQQ coming up for the 1:30, or they make the 3:30 game between Brookings and Mitchell. Otherwise, Capital City Rock and YouTube, all games are streamed right here on YouTube. This will be Drake Whitty that will push it off the boards, but not out of the zone. It's going to be held in by Aberdeen, or by Sioux Falls West. James Shea behind the net. This will be a centering pass. That one misses. Hudson Bergeson will pinch in to hold the zone, and Aberdeen then will send it around to the near side to try and chip it out. But another good hold in by Carson Edwards. Out towards the blue line. Again, Hayden Gora is there to hold it in. Sioux Falls West just hems in Aberdeen, and they have to easily flip it out of the zone. Aberdeen's trying to make a change. They got their forwards change. Here's a shot that was blocked. That came from Jackson Dunn, hit his own teammate in Beckett Haldy. And Aberdeen will pick it back up as Sioux Falls will make a change on the fly. Far side of the ice, flipping up, trying to jump to make that catch, but it was just out of the outstretched reach of Jackson Brewer. And it'll come back for Edwards. His pass partially fanned on, had a stick in the way, and then Haldy will send it up. And at the blue line, it's offside. It was touched by Jack Campbell just to settle everything down, not let Aberdeen have another rush going the other way. 8:21 to go here in the first period. Shades are down going out to the lobby area here at the ice arena. We won't see the sun. You can see the sun off to the side on different angles here, but they will do their best. Here's a penalty coming up against Aberdeen, or is it going to be, it's a trip against Aberdeen. Got to be a trip against Aberdeen. So Sioux Falls West will get the first Pelican Power Sports power play of the state tournament. Trying to see what number it is that's going in the penalty box. It is Medill. Briggs Medill will go to the penalty box. Gets called for a trip, and Sioux Falls West get their first opportunity. 8:12 to go here in the first period.
We get a look at our first Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
It's a pass that was off of a stick and then sent all the way down by Aberdeen. Easton Mesher, he was waiting for it, and it's going to be James Shea that got to it first, but a really good job by Austin Schmidt to start killing off that penalty early on. Alex Chan, though, moves into the neutral zone to the offensive end. Almost got around Aberdeen, but it'll be sent all the way back down. And as turned over, here is Malsum that's falling to the ice. And an easier save for Easton Mesher than what it could have been as Hayden Gora into the offensive zone. A couple players tumble down in the neutral zone. And it's picked up by Carlson out to the blue line. Bergeson shot that was blocked, and then it goes over to Alex Chan and out to James Shea at the blue line. Straight away on the point. Now back down for Chan inside the face-off circle right at the dot, and the shot went wide of Hunstad. Out of the zone, still 1 minute to go on the power play. Alex Chan, he will flip it into the corner. First one to it is Aberdeen. They will send it all the way down. It did go off of somebody out of the zone on one of the benches. So it will be a neutral zone face-off. It did come out of the zone before it went off of somebody. 7:04 to go. Still 53 seconds left on the Pelican Power Sports power play. And the referees will talk about where this will go.
Aberdeen Cougars doing a nice job on their penalty kill here and able to clear the puck out 2 or 3 times.
There's a long conversation trying to figure out where the puck's going to be at. I think they're just going to, or is there too many, could be a penalty against.
Oh, we do.
Too many men on the ice. That's why it got stopped.
Jackson Dunn.
So it's not Dunn's official penalty, but it is Dunn that will serve it for too many on the ice.
And they have to have a person that was on the ice. So that's one of the reasons why Dunn is going to serve that penalty.
So it is 4-on-4 for 53 seconds. They have to flip that on the scoreboard right now before they get back to play. They got both on the Aberdeen side, but both are on the Sioux Falls West side. Briggs Medill's penalty should be on the Aberdeen side of things. So they'll fix that, and then they'll get to play. 7:04 to go here in the first period. We play 53 seconds of 4-on-4. And then we'll get a minute and 7 seconds of a power play for Aberdeen. Offensive zone face-off for the Cougars. Going to put everything back up where it needs to go. There we are. Now we're ready to go. Face-off will be to the right of Mesher, and it is won by Sioux Falls West, and they will ice the puck. Actually, they won't ice the puck.
That's a good shot.
Did the referee blow the whistle, though? I think it bounced off of the goalie, Carson Hunstad, and the referee blew the whistle for an icing. So it'll be an
Brewer threw it down from the far corner on net to a one-hopper.
And this is out in favor of Sioux Falls West because now they get an offensive zone face-off because it was a whistle of an icing that wasn't supposed to be an icing.
Right.
That works out really well for Sioux Falls West.
That's a great shot, the full length of the rink.
I think West would take that every single time. That puck is still loose at the neutral zone, and eventually Leighton Clefman will move it to the near side, and then it'll be sent in by Devin Fishback. Into the corner, Hudson Bergeson. Now it's going to be Fishback again, trying to center one out, as we've still got 25 seconds of a 4-on-4 before Aberdeen will get the power play. And it'll be Carson Edwards. Hudson Bergeson sends it out to Jack Campbell in the neutral zone. He'll skate it back into his own end of the ice. Down to 12 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Edwards, a pass, goes across for Campbell. Now it comes back here into open space. Sioux Falls West might be just killing off more time with a 4-on-4. Now it's a 5-on-4 power play for Aberdeen, and it'll be sent all the way down the ice. So the first power play now for Aberdeen. No shots in the power play for Sioux Falls West. There's a water bottle that gets on the ice. I guess that's the hockey headquarters loose equipment. Here's Wheeler Malsum. Briggs Medill picks it up. Didn't affect the play. Here's a one-timer from the highest slot. Fishback had the opportunity, but he partially feigned on it. Here's another chance that's knocked down by Mesher. Medill, who came out of the penalty box and joined the play. Carson Edwards is on his knees trying to continue to play with the puck, and It'll eventually be played to the far side boards, where it's Malsum that will send it into the corner. Fishback, again trying to get it up. Malsum off the boards to himself. Malsum a pass here for Medill. That will go into the netting after it was tipped by Briggs Medill, and it goes into the netting. Out of play, we get a whistle with 5:25 to go in the first period and 21 seconds remaining on the power play. Face-off will be outside of the Sioux Falls West blue line. Still 1-1 on the Kubota scoreboard. This will be out of the zone, or into the offensive zone for Aberdeen, but sent down by Alex Carlson. Doesn't go the length of the ice. Jackson Danielson blocked it, and he'll throw it across for Aiden Postumitz. Good stick lift there by Fishback. There is no icing, but it is Sioux Falls West that will send it down the ice, and that will take care of the power play. They had just one shot on their power play. Again, both being abbreviated power plays with a 4-on-4 for 53 seconds. It's almost turned over in front of the net. Jackson Dunn gets pinned to the boards. And here comes into the neutral zone, offensive zone. Micah Kranzler speeds his way through. Centers one. Bouncing puck and then fanned on, as it was an opportunity laying in front for Leighton Clefman. Back in the offensive zone for Sioux Falls. That is a couple opportunities, and they score! Sioux Falls West will make it 2-1. Beckett Haldy's got his second of the game. As we check out the replay, Haldy got that puck in front, and it was an opportunity to have two opportunities of shooting, and then he got backhand that went over the top of the net, or up under the bar and in, to make it 2-1 with 4:32 remaining here in the first period. So Haldy's got his second. And Sioux Falls West, late in this first period, now have the lead. Aiden Gore into the corner. Brewer will get the assist. And it's now here for Aberdeen. That puck moves up on the far side, and it'll be played off the boards. And now it's Fishback looking to find the handle of it, but it's held in by Jackson Dunn. Pass out to the blue line. That is right at the blue line, stays in the zone. That one was tipped from a shot from Carlson by Dunn. And then it'll be sent by Aberdeen out of the zone, but not all the way down for an icing, as Carlson will send it back in for Sioux Falls West with 3:35 to go here in the first period. Second opportunity and a pass from Austin Schmidt. This one will be blocked down from Logan Fishback. And then Carlson up to the blue line. All the way down. That'll be an icing against Sioux Falls West with 3:23 remaining here in the first period.
Well, if you call it that second line, Haldy, Campbell, and Brewer, they've got two goals. They've done 39 goals in the regular season. It's a productive line for the Flyers.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got three really good lines, but two of them, by stats alone, have produced a lot of goals between those two. Up to the far side, out of the zone, just past Carson Jeske. Now it's back in. It is Haldy already on a hat trick watch. Doesn't get a shot away there. 3:10 to go in the first period. Haldy's got both. Jack Campbell trying to turn to his forehand, looking for a tough angle. Gets it back and put it just wide of the post. Clefman into the far side. He'll move it off the boards. This will go all the way down. It will be iced by Aberdeen. It just missed the pass for Drake Rourke. And a whistle with 2:55 to go here in the first period.
It's a four-man officiating crew. We had two men in the girls last weekend, so we're back to the four-man crew.
You get the two referees, two linesmen. But hopefully, maybe. Well, I don't want to say anything. It'd be nice to have the four referees in the girls' varsity state tournament, but that's not my call, and not gonna talk bad about it. Here is a puck that comes out of the zone, just barely by Postumus. He's got the lone goal for Aberdeen. 2-1 our score with 2:40 to go in the first period. This will bounce over a couple of sticks, and it is iced by Sioux Falls West as it just bounced over Channing Schaaf's stick. And it goes down for an icing, still with 2:36 to go. First of 4 games today, 11 games overall in the state tournament. Be 3:30, Brookings and Mitchell. The 2-7 matchup. The 4-5 game, Sioux Falls East and Yankton at 6 o'clock. And then at 8:30, Rushmore and Watertown. It is Poto that has it on the face-off win. There's a shot and a save made by Meschers. He saw that all the way.
Hope you enjoy the live stream today. Brought to you by volunteers of the Watertown Lakers and, of course, the Watertown Shamrocks, providing some of the equipment and all the different angles that you see in this broadcast.
Face off to the left of Easton Mesher. It is won by Aberdeen, but then given to Sioux Falls West, but they turn it over. Kranzler has it from the high slot. Didn't get all of that shot, but he'll fight for the puck on the near side. Put it to the corner, but it didn't go around the boards. Carlson plays it off the glass. It bounces over the stick of Max Podol and out of the zone. Podol's pass, that one's tipped in the neutral zone. Pushed in by Sioux Falls West to their own end of the ice. Then turned over, and Aberdeen has to check back up. Otherwise, they were offside. Carlson has it. The defenseman will cross corner dump it in, and it's played to the far side for Aberdeen. Carlson does not go off the ice, almost turned over, and it will be near turned over. It is. Jack Campbell centers one out, looking for Haldy again for his third already, but it's going to be turned over for Aberdeen. And the Cougars will send it in. Mesher will cover that shot from Holland that went from the blue line, and we get a whistle with 1:38 remaining here in the first period. Expecting a big crowd. We already got a good crowd right now here in Watertown. We're expecting that crowd to just get bigger and bigger as the day goes along, and where tomorrow and Saturday will be. There's a shot off the face-off. That'll go out of play after it hit the top of the glass, and then it circled its way off the netting. That one came from Vilhauer, I believe, right off the face-off.
We're on our third puck already today. Hockey headquarters, loose pucks.
Derek Holland centers one. No one there for Aberdeen. Hockey headquarters or loose equipment sponsor. This will be iced by Sioux Falls West. Nope, they will say no. Somebody could have played it for Aberdeen. Here's a centering pass, a shot and a save made by Hunstad. Jackson Brewer was all alone in front, and Hunstad was able to make that save. That's a big one. A 3-1 game at the end of the first period. It would have been demoralizing for the Cougars. This will be moved back in. Near trip, but Balsam just blew a tire. Jack Campbell out of the zone. This will be sent back in, wide of Mesher, so there is no whistle for an offside. We get down to the final minute of this first period. The puck will go to the far side of the ice, or make to the near side, all the way down the zone, as it's pushed in by Jackson Henry, and he goes off to chase it. Aberdeen quickly back out of their own end of the ice, but they can't move it farther up, although it's turned over to the Cougars. Austin Schmidt will get it in. Then it's turned over underneath the net, out to the far side. Schaff takes a check from Postumus, flipped towards the Sioux Falls net, and is picked up by Carlson. And then another hit there from Jeske. 15 seconds to go. Aberdeen back in the neutral zone. One last rush down the ice. Behind the nets, Leighton Kluckman goes down. He is slow to get up. Down to 5 seconds remaining, and Sioux Falls West will kill the rest of the time, and that will take us to the end of the first period with a 2-1 lead for Sioux Falls West over Aberdeen. Leighton Kluckman took the check, got pushed into the boards, and he was slow getting up.
And still slow going to the bench.
Yeah, he's not putting a lot of weight on that left leg right now. 2-1, those are scored. Beckett Haldy's got both. Hayden Postman's the goal for Aberdeen. When we come back, we'll recap that first period for you. 2-1 lead for Sioux Falls West over the Aberdeen Cougars. Back with our first intermission report. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserved tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Whale Construction, building custom homes, shops, garages, and remodels since 1998. Troy and his team will make your home your dream home. Whale Construction uses reputable subcontractors and products to make your build or remodel your dream come true. Call or message Troy today at 605-380-4473. That's 605-380-4473. Or message him at troy@whaleconstruction.com. Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
As we welcome you back, it is a 2-1 lead for the Sioux Falls West Flyers over the Aberdeen Cougars at the end of the first period. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd. As we look at our first period stats, it is 12-7 in shots in favor of Aberdeen. But the goals, it took only 47 seconds. First penalty was a trip by Briggs Medill, and then it was too many players on the ice. Jackson Dunn ended up serving it, but too many on the ice for Sioux Falls West, and that's the 2 penalties so far. Jim, overall, good first period. I think both teams obviously like scoring right away. They didn't like giving up those goals right away, but I think it really kind of set the pace a little bit better for this first period and a little bit more open that first period.
Well, yeah, it's both goalies touched the puck early on with just some soft touches, and then at 47 seconds, this thing broke open. Aberdeen Cougars, you got to feel pretty good when you get that first one. 9 seconds later, Sioux Falls is back in it. So yeah, then you start playing 0-0. Right now, your tournament has started, and you go from there with Sioux Falls getting one at the 4:32 mark.
And that's the thing too, is when you look at for these games and for every team that's coming in, whether they were here watching that first period or maybe watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, or maybe they're listening to the game, you can't let one goal, I wouldn't say that went to the head of Aberdeen, but how quickly things can change. You feel pretty good about that first goal, and all of a sudden it's 1-1 in a blink of an eye. Everybody's going to be, they have to make sure they settle in after a goal is scored. They can't allow something like that to happen, because now it's a 2-1 lead for West after the first period.
Well, Sioux Falls West they're a confident team. They're not going to let one goal bother them, and then you get one right back, and you just start looking at each other as teammates and saying, guys, it doesn't matter. The one goal doesn't matter.
That's right, yeah. There is a lot of hockey game left going into the second and third period. And this is just our first game of 4 today. We've got 11 overall coming up this weekend. We will come back. We'll step aside. We'll come back. We'll look at that bracket again and tell you all the games that are coming up today. We'll look at that here in just a moment. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
Back here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, it is a 2-1 lead for Sioux Falls West over Aberdeen. As we look at the bracket, so here our first game, Sioux Falls West at 1 o'clock. That game obviously against Aberdeen at the end of the first period. 3:30 this afternoon, Brookings and Mitchell, the 2-7 matchup. The Rangers will be looking for their 5th straight state championship. Their first game coming up at 3:30. 6 o'clock, it is a 4-5 matchup between Sioux Falls East and Yankton. That should be a good one. First trip ever for the Yankton Bucks here in the boys varsity state tournament. That'll be their first ever state tournament game. Then the Rushmore Thunder against the Watertown Lakers at 8:30 tonight. The 1-8 matchup to finish out day number 1. And Jim, going into the second period here between Sioux Falls West and Aberdeen, again, what does Aberdeen need to do to make sure they get this game tied or have the lead after the second period?
Well, Aberdeen needs to continue to put shots on goal. There was a time in that first period where Aberdeen was running Sioux Falls for just a little while. And I'll tell you, as a 6th seed, if I'm a team coming into this tournament, I don't want to play Aberdeen in the first round.
Yeah, they've been tough. They've been a tough first-round opponent through their the last couple of tournaments. Same now for Sioux Falls West. What does West need to do to make sure that they continue to have the lead after 2 periods?
Well, early in that first period, Sioux Falls, they pinned the Cougars into their defensive zone. And if you can do that, good things are going to happen in your offensive zone. Keep them pinned in as best you can.
2-1 is their score at the end of the first period. When we come back, it is the second period between Sioux Falls West and Aberdeen. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
It is the second period. Aberdeen Cougars down by 1 to Sioux Falls West, 2-1 on the Kubota scoreboard. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd as we play 5-on-5 to start this second period. Just one power play each of about a minute and 7 seconds for both those teams, as they had two penalties coinciding close to each other. Those are the only two penalties that we have. We had a couple games, Jim, during the state tournament in the girls that we had almost two periods without any penalties, as we are underway here in the second period. And we'll go all the way down to Carson Hunstad. It was almost the same exact start to the first period, but Hunstad played the puck instead of covering it, and Rourke will move it up the ice. It'll be offside by Aberdeen, and we get a whistle quickly 13 seconds in. So we still get an early whistle to start the second period.
Well, those goalies, they like to touch the puck early on, within seconds. They just like to touch it, even if it's not a shot. They like to play it, get it on their stick.
Those goalies, they would say too, yeah, we want to see some good shots, but we just want to play the puck. We don't want to see two shots in a period. It is so hard to stay in focus when you're only having two shots against you.
We'll talk about goalies. The best position in hockey.
This will be now Devin Fishback, though, shoot from the blue line. That shoots it over the top of Easton Mesher, who made 6 saves on those, make that 11 saves on the 12 shots. Aberdeen out shooting Sioux Falls West in that first period. Leighton Clefman moves in the offensive zone, trying to move it over to the center ice. He was also shouldering away Hudson Bergeson for the puck. Came free, and it'll come back to both those guys between Clefman and Bergeson. Clefman was a little slow getting off the ice at the end of the first period. He's going to try and run into Bergeson again. That puck is still going to be out to the blue line, where eventually Aberdeen will pick it up. Nobody wants to play the puck cleanly, and so come out for Hunstad all the way outside of the circles of the face-off dots to come out to play it. And he got to the Aberdeen blue line, or the Aberdeen bench of the Sioux Falls blue line. And the period of the long change, Micah Kranzler tried to step around a man. He fell down. Devin Fishback for Kranzler, but that one off of his stick. And we've had, I wouldn't say so much sloppy play, but just non-possessing of the puck play in the first couple of minutes. Here's a shot and a save made by Mesher. The rebound was close enough to Aberdeen, but they couldn't get a shot away. Here's a centering pass. That shot goes wide. That one coming from Drake Whitty. That pass trying to go cross ice. It'll eventually make its way out to Postgame. He's got the lone Aberdeen goal. And into the corner, Whitty gets pushed to the boards by Carson Edwards. And then this will be iced by Sioux Falls West all the way down. And a whistle with 15:07 to go here in the second period.
Aberdeen Cougars able to set up in their offensive zone and had some really good looks there.
Face-off will be to the, I believe, the left of Mesher where they'll put the puck. Oh, it'll end up being to the right of Mesher. Aberdeen has been the more aggressive team, at least more puck possession of the team in the offensive zone. This will be out of the zone for Sioux Falls West, chipping the puck. And it will be delayed offside. No, everybody was able to tag back up, but Aberdeen does have the puck, although they turn it over, and it's given back to Aiden Postgame now for Aberdeen. Postgame will turn. That pass is broken up, and it's Sioux Falls West back into the neutral zone. They got to the blue line. Beckett Haldy, who's got 2 goals so far. Near side for Jack Campbell. Up to the blue line again. It'll be played around. Jackson Brewer overskate, missed the puck. Derek Holland couldn't get to it, but Wheeler Mossum's able to push it along. And it'll go all the way down to the offensive zone for Aberdeen. But it's Spencer Sharon that will move it here to the near side. This will make its way down. It will not go far enough for an icing. Hunstad plays it up, tipped by Grayson Casper out of the zone, but right back in by Jackson Brewer of West. Aberdeen again to the near side, around the boards, out to the corner on the far side. It is Max Podol that makes a play, takes a hit to make a play, sent in from the blue line, and Easton Mesher will cover that one up to get a whistle. With 13:55 to go here in period number 2.
You look for trends in the game coming out of that locker room in the second period. I would have to say the Aberdeen Cougars are setting the tone.
This face-off will be to the left of Mesher. Into the corner. West trying to fight off the Aberdeen rush in that corner. Now to the far side, where West again can't clear the zone. Carson Edwards, cross ice pass in front of the goal, but no one there for Aberdeen. So West is able to get it out cleanly. It'll come back in momentarily for Carson Edwards to send it from the blue line. It was caught by the glove of Hunstad, and he will cover it up to get the whistle with 13:30 to go here in this second period. A lot of stops and starts of this second period here early on. Face-off will be to the right of Carson Hunstad. Sioux Falls West will win the face-off back. Carlson, that shot was blocked by the boot of Fishback. Devin Fishback moves it up and out of the zone for Aberdeen. To the right side of Trey Rourke, who was looking back to his left. It'll be grabbed by Carlson. With 13:10 remaining, there's a pass out to the blue line. Cross-ice pass. There's a shot that's sawn easily by Mesher. Max Podol took that opportunity. Another save made by Mesher. Mesher has made 14 saves on 15 shots. He's looked good so far for this Sioux Falls West team. And he is a 1A, 1B type goaltending tandem with Lewis Yerke, who was the first-team All-State goalie. It is not starting. Here's a chance for Jackson Brewer. He moves into on one backhander wide of the net of Hunstad. Moved up and out of the zone by Jackson Danielson. Leighton Clefman carries it in. Over for Rourke, but that one went off of his stick. Drake Rourke, pass goes across, hits in front, and Fishback can't get a shot away. Fishback will move it up towards Danielson. He'll walk in, that shot wide of the crossbar. Make that to the goalpost. And then it's chipped out of the zone by Sioux Falls West and a race to the puck. But the first one to it is Danielson. At the blue line, West is waiting for everybody to get back on side. Turned over the neutral zone for Clefman. He, along with Rourke, move in, and it is offside against Aberdeen with 12:16 to go here in the second period.
Just a little offside. Trying to drag that foot.
Yeah, Rourke was right there at the blue line, but Clefman was a step too slow getting in. Face off just outside of the Sioux Falls West blue line, right in front of the Aberdeen bench. Postgame will take the puck away and carry it back into the offensive zone, trying to make that move around the defenseman. Comes out of the zone for the Flyers again. There's a shot attempt that was off of a stick that Hunstad had to reposition himself to make the save. That one came from Egan at Geelan. Back around to the corner. Jeske off the boards, far side, held in by the West Flyers. Can't get a shot away. One man goes down. We do have our first loose stick. Hockey headquarters, loose equipment. A little bit farther away to get to hockey headquarters. There's a shot, and that goes wide of Hunstad than it was last weekend when we were just down the street from hockey headquarters. But not too far of a drive, at least comparative to where I come from in Pierre. That's a pretty far drive away to hockey headquarters. Not too far from Watertown. This will be chipped into the zone for Sioux Falls West. James Shea was trying to get to the puck. He got canceled out by Grayson Casper. Puck comes back to Shea, and a save made by Hunstad off the shot by Shea. Hayden Gore on the back end out to the blue line, right in front of the Sioux Falls bench. Gore again, there's a shot and a save made on the glove by Hunstad, and another whistle at 10:54 remaining here in the second period.
Sioux Falls West putting a little pressure on now of their own. It's been the Cougars in the first part of this period, and little offense being played here by the West.
Wheeler Mawson will take the face-off, loses it to Hayden Gore. West walks in, a shot and a save again. That one from Carlson, and that one caught up by the shoulder of Hunstad. Able to put the glove on top of it. He's made 9 saves and 11 shots so far for the goalie Carson Hunstad for the Aberdeen Cougars. And you know, again, you take the first minute away, it's a 1-0 game right now between these two teams. As Shea has to re-clip the net guard around.
Right there by the Aberdeen Cougars fan base. Yeah, they were clapping for him.
The student section was allowing James Shea to hear about it. After a man gets kicked out of the face-off dot, here's another chance for Sioux Falls West, but that is blocked. Came from Carlson again. It's still picked up. Sharon over for Carlson. Good defensive play by the stick of Austin Schmidt, but not out of the zone by Aberdeen. A couple players tumbled down. Here's Max Podol off the glass and to his student section. It goes out of play and it'll be picked up by one of the Aberdeen Cougar kids, or Aberdeen kids there for the student section, and he toss it back in. No stealing the puck this time, at least.
You cannot steal the pucks.
Jack Campbell on the face-off to the right of Hunstad. It is won by Hudson Bergerson, but a shot by Carlson was blocked and then picked up and moved out of the zone as it was thrown in and around by Logan Fishback. Here on the near side, Sharon has it. Spencer Sharon lost the puck. Shot that goes wide of Easton Mesher. Jackson Danielson, cross-ice pass. That one is missed as they try to get it back over for Brady Oswald, who had that opportunity against Mesher. And Sioux Falls West will move it back in with Sharon. And then that bouncing puck comes out of the zone. Jack Campbell will grab it for West. Campbell moves it, kicks it to his stick, turns on his forehand, looking to throw it back in front, and it does come out of the zone for West again to play it back in, tag back up. Hunstad will leave it there and almost turned it over. Jack Campbell almost took it away from number 12 in Carter Vilhauer. This will be iced by Aberdeen. 9:24 remaining here in the second period. Offensive zone face-off here for the Flyers.
I don't see a lot given for either one of these teams based on the history that they've had this season. I think they'll keep it close. No scorings thus far in the second period.
Aaron DeBates, the head coach for Sioux Falls West, 18-4 regular season. His first year as the head coach. That pass over tipped by Carson Edwards. And now it's Postgame. There's a shot attempt that goes wide from Edwards to Hunstad. That pass over across. There's another shot that was blocked. Postgame blocked that one, picks it up and plays it off the boards, but it's going to roll on edge all the way down, and it's going to be saved. A shot goes wide, and Fishback just got to it, and the centering pass just went wide from Rourke.
That's a great opportunity.
And then Carson Edwards skates into the net, knocks it off its pegs, and we get a whistle with 8:51 to go here in the second period.
Carson Edwards couldn't get to the puck fast enough there. He had to go through the net all by himself.
There was nobody else around him. He just skated right into the goalpost. But DeBate's the head coach for Sioux Falls West. Ben Frisbee was the head coach last year, now the coach of Augustana's club team. And DeBates takes over. Is Curtis Egan, the head coach of the Sioux Falls East team. As this will be a face-off won by Sioux Falls West. They will dump it back in. Sometimes it's hard to figure out between West and East which one is which. Got to go by the head coaches. Sometimes you have to go by the head coaches and figure out what team is what. Sioux Falls East, the 4 seed, they take on Yankton in that first round. This will get to the corner. Postgame will send it back out. Here's a shot by Kranzler that was blocked on a diving play. And it'll be sent here to the near side.
And there is a chance Sioux Falls could play Sioux Falls. We talked about that. It could happen, but it won't happen until Saturday if it does.
On opposite sides of the bracket, so they'd have to end up in one of the place games together. 8:10 to go here in the second period. Centering pass, shot and a save made. Good look there for Devin Fishback. And Mesher made a right pad save. Another centering pass. Sioux Falls was right there. They will flip it well out into the crowd. And we get a whistle with the puck out of play with 7:59 to go here in the second period. They'll stay in the offensive zone for the Aberdeen Cougars. $7:59 remaining here in the second period. As you get a look at Easton Mesher, who has made 16 saves on 17 shots. Milhauer make that Grayson Casper. Play to the corner. This will come in front of Mesher. And trying to get a breakout for Jackson Brewer, who was behind the defense. Picked back up. Drake Whitty into the zone. And it'll be played to the corner. And now it's Brewer again. Jack Campbell flips it out of the zone. Now's a chance. Haldy, he's got two. Haldy shot it wide of Hunstad. Looking for the hat trick was Beckett Haldy. And this will be back in for Aberdeen. Patrick Severson centers one. Kranzler gloved it down. It's picked up. There's a shot, and there goes the net's off as we'll get a whistle with 7:14 remaining. Here in period number 2.
First game of 11 from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Jim and John, we're going to bring them all to you. Wherever you want to tune in, we'll be here all weekend with that championship game at 7 o'clock at Saturday night.
All 3 days start at 1 o'clock. It's consistent Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All 3 days starting at 1 o'clock on the air at 12:45 today, tomorrow, and on Saturday. This will be here back to the point. Pass goes from Danielson over. That shot by Vilhauer, a save made again by Mesher. With 6:59 remaining here in the second period. And we're hoping for that great crowd on Saturday. We're hoping that maybe that weather pattern continues to move farther south, or everybody's here on Friday and they're just staying here Friday and Saturday night, and we can still get a great crowd regardless of what the weather brings on Saturday. Here's a shot attempt that's blocked. It will stay with Sioux Falls West and out of the zone. It is moved in. A shot attempt going wide. That one coming from Jackson Henry. And it's Derek Holland that has it for Aberdeen. Holland out of the zone, all the way down. It will not be an icing. So Carlson has to pick it up with 6:30 to go in the second period. This will be flipped up by Aberdeen. But Jackson Danielson has it and will send it back in. Carlson another time as the Cougars are making a change. This is nearly turned over in front of the net. Held in by the Cougars, though, on the far side. Players are tangled up with each other. Centers one, a shot that goes off of a body into the netting. And we get a whistle with 6:06 to go here in the second period.
Cougars being able to play a little offense now, and has Sioux Falls hemmed in their defensive zone. Offensive faceoff for the Cougars coming.
Devin Fishback, he will take the faceoff for Aberdeen. As he goes against Jackson Dunn, and it's won by Dunn. Far side for Hayden Gora, played it off the boards. Love down, held in, shot by Jeske and a save made by Mesher again, who saw it all the way. This defense for Aberdeen, they can score. Danielson, Postumus, who does have a goal, does Postumus, but they both scored 8 goals in the regular season. Carter Vilhauer's got 4, Carson Jeske with 3. I mean, there's a lot of this defense that can score for the Cougars. And they've not been shy of taking shots. Out again for Jeske. He'll play to the corner and around behind the net. Clefman racing to the puck. Grabbed by Dunn. He gets pushed to the boards in the corner. He goes down looking for a centering pass. Guys are bouncing off of each other on their shoulders. And it'll be sent for Bergeson, who almost turned it over. And now it's moved up by Edwards. Not out. Held in by Aberdeen. Wide by Jeske. And it's Postumus trying to hold it in along with Clefman. Pass goes across at the blue line. There's a shot by Rourke. It got all the way through. And Mesher quickly was able to move it over, catch it backhanded to get the whistle with 5:17 to go.
Almost 3 minutes gone by now. Aberdeen Cougars holding their offensive zone down on the far end.
Easton Mesher again, 19 saves on 20 shots. This faceoff is won by Aberdeen. Finally coming out of the zone by Sioux Falls West. Jeske will send it back to the blue line. Devin Fishback back in the offensive zone. Trying to leave it for Rourke, who was skating with him. And now it's Sioux Falls West in transition here the near side. Jackson Brewer, good stick there from Postumus. Jack Campbell centers one in the backhand. It's intercepted by the Cougars. Good job by Rourke to kick the puck a couple times with his skates to a stick. And then it's sent back in by Aberdeen. 4:40 to go here in the second period. First initial pass by Bergeson was blocked. Puck is still picked up by Sioux Falls West. Out of the zone to the Flyers. In the neutral zone, Campbell will go back to his own end of the ice. Into the corner again. Centers one another time. But that's broken up by West. This will be now a 3-on-1 potentially developing, but Aberdeen, as they're making the change, stepping onto the ice was Micah Kranzler and was able to disrupt that opportunity for Sioux Falls West. Alex Carlson, that's tipped, but not deep into the zone by Brewer. Back to Danielson. He'll go cross ice. That one misses Whitty, and it goes for an icing with 4:02 to go here in the second period.
Both these teams are early in the tournament, able to play 4 lines. Aberdeen Cougars, Schmidt, Severson, and Oswald, maybe been the difference in the past years for Aberdeen, having a little depth on that bench, and anytime you can play those 4 lines, you can play pretty good hockey in South Dakota.
Face-off will be to the left of Hunstad. It's won by Aberdeen. Drake Whitty carries it on his off wing into the offensive zone. Behind the net, Micah Kranzler tried to center one out for Severson. Backhander got to the net, but it never got to Mesher overall. Then face-off will be to the right of Mesher. It's won by Aberdeen. There's a shot, and that's swallowed up by Mesher, and another save made with now 3:38 to go here in the second period. Winner moves to the 6 o'clock game tomorrow, and they will face the winner of Brookings and Mitchell. The loser will play at 1 o'clock with their season on the line. It is a double elimination tournament. There is no 7th place game, so 2 teams will get eliminated tomorrow. This will be iced by Sioux Falls West after the face-off win. They will face, again, the loser of Brookings and Mitchell at 1 o'clock in our first game tomorrow. One of these 2 teams will potentially could start all 3 days. Sioux Center girls did that last week. They played the first game against Oahe, then they won against Rushmore in their second game, and ended up the Constellation champions beating Watertown in that 5th place game on Saturday. Lane Clefman will play behind the net for Aberdeen. Centers one. That one went through 2 different Aberdeen players and all the way down. 3:15 to go here in the second. Hunstad will quickly move it up. It'll be moved into the offensive zone, but Sioux Falls West, that one Good play by Aberdeen, almost intercepting it, but it is Jackson Dunn that brings it in onside. Shoots it wide of Hunstad. And then it'll be into the corner. Grayson Casper, Max Podol. Here is Casper again. That one's gloved down, held in by Gora. That one a pass over. It actually got to the net and bounced off of Hunstad. Then flipped out by Rourke. It was played by high stick of Sioux Falls West, grabbed by Fishback. His shot was blocked by Carson Edwards as he moved into the offensive end. 2:35 to go here in the second period. This will be out of the zone by the West Flyers. And West moves in. That shot, backhanded glove save made. That one came from James Shea. And Hunstad, who hasn't really been busy in this second period, now has his 5th save of the second, with 2:29 to go in the second period.
James Shea taking that shot, and you can see why he scored 20 in the year. He has a rocket of a shot.
Face-off will be won by Sioux Falls West on the far side of the ice. It is now Brewer that's in the corner. He gets pushed to the boards by Posthumist. Now here's a chance below the face-off dot, and a soft shot went wide by Beckett Haldy. There's a trip coming up against Aberdeen. It'll be another power play upcoming, and the Cougars the Flyers will get their extra man on the ice. So a 6-on-5 right now. 2 minutes to go here in the second. The West Flyers, Alex Carlson moves it up. Campbell across ice, kicked by Shea. He's trying to keep possession of the puck. And then it's backhanded into the zone. Jack Campbell. It is now done. That shot that was blocked. Here's another chance. They score! It is tipped in. It might have been Alex Carlson that tipped it in, but on the delayed penalty, Sioux Falls West makes it a 3-1 lead with 1:38 to go in the second period. We'll see if it was Carlson. It was. That was right in front of the net, getting the screen and the tip to make it a 3-1 game.
It's a good shot by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Started their power play just a little early there. It was a delayed penalty coming on a tripping call by the Aberdeen Cougars. Now Sioux Falls able to maintain possession.
So it's a 3-1 lead, and right back in come the Flyers. There's a shot, and Hunstad made the save. It'll be pushed back in. Well, they actually don't have Carlson scoring that goal. I thought he had tipped that one in. Might get changed. We might have to show the replay to him. Here's Hayden Gora. Well, the referees are the ones that go tell it. But it'll be Aberdeen. Either way, it's a 3-1 lead. Jackson Danielson moves it out of the zone for Aberdeen. And then we get a whistle on offside as the check was happening, with 56.8 to go here in period number 2.
So the first score in this second period went all the way to minute 38 in that second period, where Sioux Falls goes up 3-1.
Face-off will be outside of the Sioux Falls, make that the Aberdeen blue line in front of the Sioux Falls West bench. Here's a pass looking for Burr in the centering opportunity. Out to the blue line, Spencer Sharon sends it back to the corner. Burr off of his stick, played off the back of the net, and then we will get a whistle with it being stuck on the back of the net. With 41.7 to go here in the second. So that they say the goal is going to be for Jackson Henry, assisted by Carlson. Out to the blue line on the face-off win. There's a shot that was off of a body and goes just wide of Hunstad. Campbell now for Haldy. He's got 2 of the 3 for Sioux Falls West. Rourke, after he intercepted that pass, Clefman, he will be offside. Clefman thought maybe he had carried it in, had possession of it. Oh, with 23.1 to go, we get another whistle. The penalty, by the way, too, Severson gets booked for it, but it does not go. He does not have to serve it, but does get booked for the trip, or slashing, excuse me. So if that would be the case, Severson, you get 3 penalties. He's got 1 of those 3 now. 23.1 to go here in the second period. This is into the Sioux Falls end of the ice. Moved up by Dunn. Out to the blue line, out of the zone. Jackson Henry down to 10 seconds remaining in the second period. Vilhauer will get to it in the corner. We'll play it behind the net for Danielson, and that will take us to the end of the second period. 3-1, Sioux Falls West leads Aberdeen at the end of 2 periods. Even though Aberdeen again outshot Sioux Falls West in that period, 21, make that 9-8. It is West that has a bigger lead, now 3-1 over Aberdeen. We'll come back. We'll recap that second period for you. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand making the dough, hand chopping the toppings, and hand shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pier First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
We are back here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, 3-1 at the end of 2 periods for Sioux Falls West over Aberdeen. John McClure alongside Jim Lloyd. In that period, Jackson Henry's got the only goal from Alex Carlson. We thought maybe that Carlson had tipped the puck in, but it was that Henry was the one that gets credit for the goal as they make it 3-1. The only penalty, Patrick Severson, that was going to be the only penalty, but they end up still marking it down. But it is a 6-on-5 goal, delayed penalty goal for Sioux Falls West, and that's all we had in that second period, Jim.
Yeah, it went all the way through, back and forth to that minute 38 on a delayed penalty scoring opportunity by Sioux Falls. But I don't know, you look at these two teams, they're still evenly matched. The Aberdeen Cougars leading on shots on goal, and if I'm going to have to say one way or the other, I think the Aberdeen Cougars outplayed them that second period.
Yeah, they really control the offensive zone in that second, but the lone goal goes in for Sioux Falls West, and that's now a huge deficit for Aberdeen to come out of. Down by 2 going into the third period, and you got to find a way to score those 2 goals while you're out playing a team you feel like you're outplaying a team, but yet you're still down by 2 on the scoreboard. It's a little bit demoralizing, a little bit deflating that you don't have more goals than what you have, or that you're down by 2, because you feel like you've been able to play a better game than Sioux Falls West right now.
Well, that's right, and you give credit where credit's due. Easton Mesher, considered not their number 1 goalie, as Lewis Yerke is the All-State first team, but Mesher, he's been the difference. Been able to keep it out of the net. All but that 1 goal that he let in early in the game, as Cougars did strike first in this one. But Easton Mesher, he may be the difference right now.
Yeah, he's made now 20 saves on 21 shots through 2 periods. It is a 3-1 lead for Sioux Falls West over Aberdeen. We'll come back and we'll talk more about this bracket coming up. We've got 3 more games to go today. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered, so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
Welcome back here to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd as we have played 2 periods so far. Sioux Falls West has a 3-1 lead over the Aberdeen Cougars as the goal scorers of Beckett Haldy, who's got 2 goals right now. Jackson Henry with the other goal, as Aiden Postumus has the lone goal for the Aberdeen Cougars. This is our first of 4 games today. We also have the Brookings Rangers and Mitchell Marlins at 3:30 this afternoon. Sioux Falls East and Yankton, the 4-5 game at 6 o'clock. And then the Rushmore Thunder and Watertown Lakers, the 1-8 matchup at 8:30. Rushmore's kind of the team, Jim, that's there's that. They're looking like the team that's poised to win the state championship. 22-0 coming into the season. They really haven't had a whole lot of tough tests, but every team that they face, starting with Watertown, you know they're going to give their best effort. And can their best effort be enough to knock off the Rushmore Thunder?
Yeah, that's the last game today. It's a 8:30 puck drop, and yeah, Rushmore's a powerhouse. They really are. They have not been slowed down all year, and they're going to be fun to watch. Tall task for the Watertown Lakers, as you got to find a way to contain them.
As you see on the screen on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube, both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Yes, Sioux Falls West scored that goal on the late penalty, but it doesn't go down as a power play goal. 20 saves so far for Easton Mesher, 12 coming up for Carson Hunstad. And those shots on goals, 21-15 right now in favor of Aberdeen. Out shooting them by 6. They outshot them by 5 after the first, now 6 through 2. That's, for this Aberdeen team, that's got to be up a little bit higher, probably in this third period. Now that you're down by 2, you outshoot Sioux Falls probably by 10-15 by the time this regulation comes to an end. Well, and if you're Aberdeen Cougars, you need a goal right away. Everything will change if you can get this thing within 1 goal, and then you can play it out. And you got to come out fast after this period break. It is 3-1 at the end of 2. We will come back with our third period next. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big-screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the state varsity hockey tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Verting Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verting Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verting Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verting Electric, 224-8684.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
It is the start of the third period. Sioux Falls West, Aberdeen, 3-1 lead of the Kubota scoreboard for the West Flyers. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd as we get set for our final regulation period of game number 1 of 11 here this afternoon. Want to make a quick note. Number 10, Jackson Brewer. Not Burr, Brewer.
As in Brewer.
As in Milwaukee Brewers.
Yes.
I apologize. I feel like I'm saying Brewer, but
it doesn't come out that way.
It doesn't come out that way. The southern accent in me sometimes still comes out, and I cannot say Brewer right without kind of sound like I'm from the south and end up saying Brewer. James Shea will, and I could get pretty southern and keep talking, doing the broadcast, but I will keep you from having to hear that. Would be closer to having a Canadian accent. Here is Aberdeen at the blue line into the offensive zone. Leighton Clefman. It's going to be knocked away by Hayden Gora. And Gora carries into the offensive zone. 3-on-3 in. Gora gets free. That shot, that one went off of a couple of bodies and it went kept in front of the net. Here's a centering pass. That one missed everybody. Goes all the way down. And it will be Sioux Falls West that has to recover to it. Hudson Bergeson will move it up the ice. And it'll go all the way down again. But there will not be an icing. As it was Vilhauer that gets pinned to the boards. Behind the nets. Can't center that one. Fresh sheet of ice. Couple players tumble down to Jack Campbell. Can't find the handle of it. Devin Fishback has it. Moves it into the neutral zone. But then overskated. That might have been a wet spot on the ice. As the play continues in the neutral zone. You seem to struggle to handle the puck in the first couple minutes of each period. Carson Jeske can't handle that puck. Beckett Haldy moves in, along with Jackson Brewer. I'm going to feel like I'm saying his name. Here's Brewer with a shot and a save made. Here's Jack Campbell.
You could just spell it.
I don't, but if it goes behind the net, Brewer will pick it up into the corner. Now he's going to touch the puck all third period long.
Yeah.
One hand on his stick. Brewer is able to play it over there. Again, that puck is just stopping and starting on the ice. Might be another wet spot right there. Jack Campbell. It is Aberdeen that will move it out of the zone. And that puck will eventually make its way back into the Sioux Falls West own end of the ice. Egan Gielan will have it. His shot from the blue line. There's a save that will go from Hunstad. Backhanded pass comes out of to the blue line, and it'll be sent all the way back around. Danielson was chasing after it, unable to be cleared out by Aberdeen, but eventually will be picked up. Briggs Medill found that first opportunity to really get out of the zone, but it'll come back here to the near side for Medill, but he overskated that one, and Jackson Danielson will have it back in the neutral zone. 14:35 remaining here in the third period. This is pushed back in, where it's going to be Carson Edwards on the backhanded pass. That one was overskated another time by West. This puck is picked up again. Edwards moves it up. Gielan out of the zone for Jackson Henry. Henry moves in 1-on-3. He goes down with three different players around him. Sioux Falls fans wanted to call, not going to get one. Good toe drag move. Balsam with the shot and a save made by Mesher. And now we're going to get a penalty after the play is over. Balsam got checked. He went down. A Sioux Falls player fell on top of him, which he didn't like too much about, and ends up getting a slashing call against him. And it will be the second power play of the day for Sioux Falls West.
And I think that's going to go on Alex Carlson.
No, it's going to be Balsam.
Balsam.
Yeah, Balsam for West is the one that gets, or Aberdeen that gets called for it. There was no call to be made until after the play was over. And it's a power play, Pelican Power Sports power play.
Alex Carlson, I think, was that one that disrupted the play on Balsam.
So Wheeler Balsam in the box for 2 or less. Second Pelican Power Sports power play for the Sioux Falls West Flyers.
And you get a good picture of him sitting in that penalty box.
Yeah, he's didn't feel good getting hit. Now the referees are talking about something over here. One of the referees, he's pointing at every which way right now. 14:05 remaining, so now referees will make their way and talk.
That's a quandary by these referees.
So they want a trainer over to the Aberdeen bench right now.
I didn't see anybody go off or needing attention. Possibly somebody back to the locker room.
Everything seems to be okay right now. Everyone's going to get back to play. Face-off, Pelican Power Sports power play. Over to the far side, there's a shot attempt that's blocked. That one came from Carson Edwards. Jack Campbell into the corner. Here to the near side. This was off of a high stick. It'll be first played by Aberdeen all the way down towards Mesher, and he will cover to get the whistle in front of Austin Schmidt. Not seen a trainer make their way into the Aberdeen bench area yet. Maybe they'll go into the hallway area to be checked out.
So Sioux Falls able to score on their last delayed penalty.
But they are 0 for 1 on power plays overall. Carson Edwards behind the net for Sioux Falls West. Just cleared the zone. But on a 5-on-4 power play, Danielson will kill some time off. They are down by 2 as Aberdeen. So you want to kill this penalty off, but you also don't want, if you can, you want that shorthanded opportunity. This will be to the corner. Up the boards on the far side. Good stick. Fishback in front. Clefman off the crossbar. Leighton Clefman hit the crossbar over the top of Mesher. They were that close to making it 3-2 and a shorthanded goal. Into the corners. Haldy can't pick it up. It is Aberdeen. And will skate it to the blue line and then sent all the way down by Clefman. Boy, that one is so close for Aberdeen.
If you're an Aberdeen Cougar fan, that would have been nice, shorthanded.
On the far side, James Shea picks it up. Flipped out of the zone for Hayden Gora. Gora comes back with it at his own end. Drake Rourke trying to take the puck away along with Briggs Medill, and they will send it across ice. And now we get the Aberdeen student section is told to knock it off. It was an offside against Aberdeen. With 24 seconds to go on the power play with 12:28 remaining here in the third period. Alex Chain will win the faceoff for Sioux Falls West. It is moved up by Jackson Henry, who has a goal on that delayed penalty that made it 3-1 late in the second. Gora can't hang on the puck. Comes back to Gora from Carlson. Now back to Henry again. Henry with a shot. That one was, I believe, off of Hunstad. I believe he made the save. Aberdeen will kill off the penalty. Back to 5-on-5. Dumped in deep to the near far side it goes. Drake Whitty moves it back. There's a shot, and Mesher made the save. Good look there from Patrick Severson, and now it's going to be moved up for James Shea. Shea moves in. He can't get a clean shot, but he did shoot it just in front of the blue paint. It'll make its way back to the Sioux Falls blue line. This will be a delayed offside against Aberdeen, so they have to tag back up. They were just inches away from being onside in a 2-on-1. Stretch pass misses for Haldy. To the near side it comes. Flipped up the boards, unable to get it out. That is Micah Kranzler. There's a shot by Carson Edwards. That's blocked down. Aberdeen, there's a shot, they score! It's Sioux Falls West! And guess who? Jackson Brewer scores. Not Brewer, Brewer scores to make it 4-1. He had 12 goals in the regular season. Unable to find the handle of the puck was Aberdeen right on the stick of Brewer, and he was able to beat the glove side of Hunstad. And it's now 4-1 for West.
And the Sioux Falls Flyers get out by 3 goals. And now if you're the Aberdeen Cougars, it's time to go. You need one quick.
Yeah, they're running out of time. It's still 11:15, so there is still time. But a 3-goal deficit to come back from against the Sioux Falls West team is going to be really tough. There's a shot, save made, came back to Brewer, and he was make that measure, and he was able to make the save.
A little pushing and shoving in front. We got a good camera angle right on the ice side.
Face off to the left of Easton Mesher.
25 shots on goal for the Aberdeen Cougars, 19 for Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls up 4-1 on the scoreboard, however.
Bill Hauer moves it across. Danielson with a shot. That's a good block there from Jackson Henry. Here on the near side, Devin Fishback picks it up. He'll turn to his forehand. He scores! Devin Fishback, there's one that you need, not 10:49 to go. Over the blocker side of Easton Mesher. They move back within 2.
They needed a quick one, and they got it.
Step between 2 different guys, and the little bit of room that Devin Fishback needed, he found it as he scores his 16th of the season.
Some people will say 2 goals is the worst lead in hockey.
4-2 now, right back in. There's a quick shot and a save made by Mesher. Unassisted goal for Devin Fishback. Billhauer is able to hold it in. That one will be gloved by Mesher, who skated around the goal to make that glove saved after he pushed it into the glass with his stick. He was like, I'm just going to catch it like a pop fly.
Went off his glove up onto the glass. He skates around the back of the net and just catches it with his hand, with his glove. What a nifty play.
Got the whistle, got everything to slow down. With a 4-2 score now for Sioux Falls West, leading by 2. That shot was blocked. Micah Kranzler, bouncing puck. Severson will get over to the corner. Here to the near side, up for Haldy, but that's turned over. Another quick shot and a save, and a great job by Mesher to have 0 rebound there, because there are 2 Aberdeen players that were coming in front of the net to the one that was there for Sioux Falls West, and it could have led to a juicy rebound, but Mesher makes a save. He's got 29 saves on 29 shots.
Aberdeen Cougars able to put it on net.
Here's a shot attempt. Here is now Jackson Dunn. That will move it up ahead into the offensive zone. Hayden Gora. Gora backhanded pass. Good play there from Carson Hunstad. Able to use that big paddle. Backhanded pass intercepted again by Gora. That was going to be trying to send to James Shea. Here is out for Bergeson, who fans on the shot attempt. 3-on-2 if they hurry for Aberdeen. Into the offensive zone. That pass will come near side, but that was off of a stick, so Gora will pick it back up, but can't clear the zone. Dunn, Carson Edwards, that's sitting right behind the net. And then it's moved up, but it will be turned over. Derek Holland, backhanded pass. There's a check, there's a shot and a block by Sioux Falls West. Gora will send it all the way down the ice and get, no, there will not be icing. Hunstad will play it. He'll move it up as Aberdeen will try and catch Sioux Falls West changing. Back into the offensive zone. Alex Carlson will pin into the boards. He gets moved off the puck. Kranzler, make that to Briggs Medill. And then Casper fans on a shot attempt. Still at the skates of Edwards. Fans on the first chance. Then he flips it high out to center ice. And grabbed to the Aberdeen blue line. This will be loose, picked up by Aberdeen. Back in the offensive zone for Medill. Tried to deke around one defender. 5 players over near the near side, right below us. And there was a shot by Casper that's blocked as it got to the blue line. Aberdeen continues to make a change on the fly. 8:30 to go here in the third period. Aberdeen needs that next one. Don't have to have it soon, but time is ticking away. This will be played off the boards. The angle is going to go down for Mesher to cover up to get the whistle. Kluffman had the right idea at first, and then he slowed up thinking the puck was not going to be off the boards for him to be able to be picked up, but Mesher was able to cover to get the whistle to not allow any extra activity.
Kluffman's played a good game. He's one of the smaller guys on the ice. He's done a great job today.
Face off to the left of Mesher. Devin Fishback wins it in front. They score! Drake Roard makes it 4-3. Fishback on the face-off win. It's a 1-goal game with 8:15 to go.
And those face-offs are so important. As you see, that one came out just high on the slot. And it leads to an Aberdeen Cougars goal.
You can't win a face-off better than that. It's now a 4-3 game with 8:15 remaining here in the third period. Hudson Bergeson, that shot goes off of a body. Fishback on the face-off win. Rourke will get the goal, and it's a one-goal game. Here's one-on-one into the zone. There's a shot off the glove of Mesher. Comes near his side and turned over another time. Fishback looking for that tying goal now all of a sudden. Centers one out to the blue line. Carter Vilhauer gets free. That shot, they score! We are tied at 4! Vilhauer ties it up with 7:45 to go.
What a turn of events for
3
this
minutes,
game.
3 goals.
The Aberdeen Cougars been out shooting the Flyers the entire game, and it's finally starting to find the back of the net.
All you had to do was get that first one. And a timeout will be taken by Sioux Falls West. Unbelievable turn of events in a matter of 3 minutes. Aberdeen has scored 3 times to tie the game up.
Coming out of the locker room in this third period, we said, Aberdeen, if you're going to have a chance in this game, you got to get a quick one. Well, they got a quick one, and it's been Aberdeen ever since. It's a 4-4 tie, and we have a game on our hands.
It was turning into a near blowout for Sioux Falls West, but Aberdeen says not so fast. As we look at the scoring, Fishback an unassisted goal, Rourke from Fishback, and then Vilhauer from Fishback. So Devin Fishback, all 3 points in this third period with a goal and 2 assists.
And don't forget, at the conclusion of every game in this tournament, we will be awarding a South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Player of the Game.
Another look at that Vilhauer goal during the timeout. That was a fantastic shot by Vilhauer. Really good move in front there by Vilhauer to get free to get that shot.
We will talk to that Player of the Game in their perspective benches after each and every one of the games.
7:45 to go, and we are tied at 4. This will be sent in Alex Carlson. All the way around to the near side for Hayden Gora. With 7:30 to go here in the third. There's a shot wide of Jackson Dunn. It is now Dunn again. That centering pass was blocked. Man goes down for Aberdeen. Play continues. Out to Carlson at the blue line. A lot of traffic, but his shot was blocked by the skate and the first man that was there, which I believe was Micah Kranzler. Still held in by Sioux Falls West. They went for a backdoor feed. And now a man falls down for West, but they can't take advantage of it, does Aberdeen. They do dump it in deep with 6:50 to go here in the third period. Jackson Dunn moves it up out of the zone. And that will be offside against Aberdeen.
Well, we said the first goal coming out of the locker room in the third period is a big one. How big is this next one? Tied up 4-4.
The next one could be, well, I would say it could be the last one, but we've had 4 goals scored in this third period alone. Jack Campbell on the face-off for Sioux Falls West. It'll come here to the nearest side. Carson Edwards. 5 players in front of the penalty box area battling for the puck. Haldy comes free. He's got 2 so far in this game. He made it a 2-1 lead at the end of 2 periods. It is Campbell. This will be out behind the net. Grayson Casper moves it up. Out of the zone. Sioux Falls West will push it back in. Carson Hunstad stops it behind the net. It'll be here to the near side. 6:05 remaining here in the third period. First game, South Dakota Youth Hockey State Tournament here in Watertown. First of 11. This will be a nice play from Carson Edwards to cut free into the offensive zone. Edwards a shot, and that goes high over the crossbar. Grab now here by Aberdeen. They have numbers 4-on-3 the other way, although they go for a change. And it's going to be a nice play defensively by Connor Lindersmith and moved up for Gielan. It is behind the net. Honstad almost turned it over. He does, and then as he ties back out in front, the puck still went behind the goal. Vilhauer, who just tied the hockey game, out to Alex Chan. He had it for a moment, got checked off the puck. Trying to push it out of the zone. Good job to hold it in by Bergeson. And now it's moved back in. A shot by Clefman goes over the top of the crossbar. That was actually by Henry that held it in the zone. It is now Chan another time. Up for Linders to make that Geelan. Far side, Henry pinching in to hold the zone. 4:50 to go here in period number 3. Hayden Gora fighting for the puck with Whitty. Out of the zone by Sioux Falls West. Sent back in. Jackson Henry all the way down. Around it comes to the near side. Whitty again. Can't clear the zone. Still with it. Then he gets pushed to the boards. There's a quick shot by Edwards and a save made on the right pad by Hunstad. Far side of the ice. Can't flip it out of the zone. Postumus was looking to go the other way. Here's a potential centering pass. Good job by Whitty to lay on the ice. Keep that pass from happening. 4:15 to go. There's a shot. Save is made. Behind the net, done for Gora. And a tough angle and in tight. Couldn't hit the net. And then we get a whistle with the net being dislodged. And we will get a whistle with 4:06 to go here in the third period.
Sioux Falls Flyers buzzing just a little bit in their offensive zone in the last 30 seconds before this break in the action. 4:06, 4-4 game. That's a good one. Turned out to be a really good one. Everything opened up for the Aberdeen Cougars in this third period. 3 goals.
Aberdeen led 1-0 before 4 straight goals over those 3 periods to go up 4-1. As a centering pass just off of a backhand chance for Sioux Falls West. But 3 straight in 3 minutes for Aberdeen ties the game at 4. And our first game is a good one. Beckett-Haldy with 2 goals into the neutral zone, offensive end for West. Here is Brewer with a shot and a save is made. Jack Campbell back out to Brewer. His shot just behind the net, just wide of the net. I don't know how that one bounced the way it did.
From our angle, almost looked like it went in.
It went almost underneath the net and back off the boards. Fishback, 3 points in this third period with a goal and 2 assists. 3:20 remaining here in the third period. It is now Carson Edwards dances free into the offensive zone. Edwards trying to center one. It's loose. Hunstad doing the splits to cover both ends of the post. And the puck was cleared out to the blue line, but not out. Max Podol with 3 minutes to go here in the third. It'll go behind the net. Devin Fishback will grab it. Fishback up ahead. That one's off a stick out of the zone as Whitty was coming to make a change. This will be Hayden Gora to the blue line, held in by West. Shea throws it towards the front of the net, unable to get to the front of the net. And it'll be out of the zone. Bouncing puck. That one is now for Gora. As Aberdeen's making a change, Gora moves in to his backhand, trying to leave it, and we will get a penalty. A hook is called against Aberdeen with 2:28 to go. And Sioux Falls West will go back to the power play. Wheeler Malsom gets called for the hook, his second penalty. And so this almost takes us to the end of regulation, with it being the third Pelican Power Sports power play now for Sioux Falls West. Easy for me to say. Been saying it for the last 2 weekends. Aberdeen is going to take their timeout now, knowing how important this is to try and kill off.
Aberdeen done a nice job this game so far, killing off that power play. Sioux Falls scored in the second period at 1:38 on a delayed penalty, but not a true power play.
Now they are technically 0 for 2, but with a goal, like Jim said, on the delayed penalty. This is our first game of 4 today. Brookings and Mitchell, they're scheduled to play at 3:30. Sioux Falls East and Yankton, the 4-5 game at 6 o'clock. And then Rushmore and Watertown at 8:30. That'll be the 4 games for us today. Winner of this game moves on to the semifinal tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. The team that does not win, they'll be playing for their season at 1 o'clock tomorrow against the loser of Brookings and Mitchell. And one of these teams, 2 teams overall, will be going home after day 2 and will not be able to play on championship day on Saturday. This is a fantastic start to this tournament, Jim. We were thinking that 4-1 game. This one This one would go through the motions to get to the end of the hockey game.
Not so much.
Aberdeen says, we got something to say about that one. And they scored 3 straight goals. The first one came with 10:47 remaining, and the last one came with 7:45 remaining in the third.
That one at 8:15 was a really nice face-off goal.
So it is Sioux Falls West that will win the opening face-off out towards the blue line, where it's going to be held in by Haldy. He's got 2 of the 4 goals for West. A shot and a save by Hunstad. No chance for a rebound. Hunstad swallowed that up with 2:17 to go in the third.
We'll see how Aberdeen Cougars on their penalty kill, how aggressive they become. And for the most part in the other penalty kills that they've had, they've been very aggressive.
And now when it's a tie game, are you trying to be aggressive or just kill off the penalty? He's looking to go shorthanded. Here's a shot attempt by Brewer that was blocked into the corner. Played off the glass all the way down. 1:30 remaining on the power play. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Late game heroics. That was the story of last state tournaments for the boys. 4 overtime games in that state tournament, including the last 2, the third place and the championship game. This will be into the corner. 2 players are down. Carson Edwards, a little bit of a tackle. Out to the front for Campbell with a shot, and I don't think it got to Hunstad. I think it was blocked. Campbell is still with it. Out to the blue line for Edwards. Back here, Brewer with a shot that was blocked. It is still loose in front, then pushed wide by Haldy. Behind the net, looking to make a play behind the net are Aberdeen to clear the puck. But as Jackson Dunn that holds it in, 45 to go on the power play. And 1:10 remaining here in the third period. Out to the blue line, held in. There's a shot by Brewer again. That's another block shot by Aberdeen. Edwards with a chance, partially fanned on, sent all the way down. And we could have our last call of this power play in 1 minute remaining in the third period. Brewer will get to the neutral zone right at center ice. It is now Drake Whitty. 45 seconds to go here in the third period. Down to 15 remaining on the power play. Sioux Falls West holds it in. Alex Chan out to the blue line for Shea. Back down to Chan. Walks it. Face off. Dot inside. That shot goes wide. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Shea back out of the point. His shot all the way through. That one was blocked. Wheeler Malsom back out of the penalty box. There's a shot on a backhand that goes over the top of the net. 20 seconds to go in the third period. Another hockey headquarters loose equipment. Out of the zone, it is Malsom. Wheeler Malsom moves in. Shot saved by Mesher with 11.5 to go.
And Malsom got a good look. He got the look he wanted as he danced around a defender.
So
Can
now,
it be, John? Can it be?
Are we picking up where he left off? Whether it be last weekend or last state tournament?
We'll go right into our 6th overtime of broadcasting, right?
We got 11.5 to go to see if, and really, truthfully, it's going to be Aberdeen with 11.5. I don't know if Sioux Falls has enough time to get down on the rush. Face off is James Shea. Well, maybe they're going to give one last rush here. 6 seconds to go. They'll put it in wide. Hunstad will cover with a whistle. 4.1 to go. Okay, now.
And just like that, Hunstad's got the puck.
Now, if there is a winner before overtime, it's going to have to be Sioux Falls West. Or Mesher comes off the ice and they score in 4 seconds on an empty netter. Face off, trying to be pushed towards the goal. Behind the net, Shea in front, and that will take us to overtime.
And that was a good look for Sioux Falls, trying to push it in on the corner.
And one Sioux Falls player goes down at the end of the third period.
Why not OT in the first game?
We are headed to overtime in our first game of 4 today. 4-4 is our score. Aberdeen scores 3 goals in 3 minutes to tie the game up and sends us to overtime. We are going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we will have overtime for you. You are listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserve tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock, with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Whale Construction, building custom homes, shops, garages, and remodels since 1998. Troy and his team will make your home your dream home. Whale Construction uses reputable subcontractors and products to make your build or remodel your dream come true. Call or message Troy today at 605-380-4473. That's 605-380-4473. Or message him at troy@whaleconstruction.com. Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we got you covered so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
We are back here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, 4-4, as we head to overtime. It was the first game in the state tournament last year. We went to overtime. If you're joining us from last Saturday, this is our 6th overtime in the last 2 games. We don't really want to see 5 overtimes in the first game of the state tournament. It was a lot of fun last Saturday, that state championship. But we got a long way to go in a 5 overtime game to start out. We do know exactly what happens, though, if we play multiple overtimes. Because it will be this overtime period, we'll get a ZAM, and then we will play 2 overtimes in a row, and then we'll have another ZAM. The only reason why we know that is because it happened last weekend.
Yeah. Last weekend, girls' state tournament, 5 overtimes in the championship game. And, that was the longest girls' game in South Dakota history.
Yes, it was. Yep.
Like 5 hour. It was a 5-hour game.
We were closing in on midnight from a 7 o'clock start. Our games on Thursday and Friday, our final start time's 8:30. We were out earlier Thursday and Friday than we were on Saturday with an extra hour and a half ahead of time. And it was a crazy way to finish out that state tournament. But we will pick up, like I said, if you joined us last year, we're picking up where we left off because the state championship went to overtime on the boys' side last year. If you're picking up where we left off last weekend, it's the same thing because the state championship was in overtime.
We like overtime. This is free hockey.
Free hockey. And it makes the state tournament that much better when we get multiple overtime. There's only 3 teams that didn't go to overtime. And Rushmore is the only team that's in the state tournament that did not play an overtime game. All 7 other teams played an overtime game this year.
South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, we're going to talk to the player of the game after this one, and I would be willing to bet it's the guy that scores the next goal.
Aberdeen went 1-2 in overtime. Sioux Falls West went 1-0 in overtime. They beat Sioux Falls East after they were down 3-1 in the third period. They came back and tied it up and won it in overtime. Now here, we'll see with Aberdeen coming back from a 3-goal deficit, who will win this first round game and move on to the state semifinal. This will be a bouncing puck into the offensive zone, and Kleffman blows a tire, falls to the ice. Jack Campbell moves it up to Haldy, but is tipped by Vilhauer as it goes back into the Aberdeen end of the ice. But Sioux Falls West will tag back up. Then another pass that misses. It goes down for an icing. Drake Rourke that time could not keep his balance. And a whistle 24 seconds in.
And what does it do to these two teams going into overtime in the first game of the tournament? Does it come into play as these two teams advance on whatever side of the bracket it is?
Yeah, that's the big thing, is how long this game goes. Does it dictate how you play in your next game? Do you play good in your next game, regardless if you win or lose? And how long is this overtime period going to be? They would obviously, now all these teams, this will go all the way down to measure on net, so there is no icing. Sioux Falls West and Aberdeen saying, how about the other 3 games go to overtime, just to make sure we're all on the same page going into day 2 of the state tournament. This will be all the way down. It will not go far enough for an icing. Hayden Gore racing to it, won the race to it, but Carson Jeske will pick it up. Out to the blue line. Shea trying to wind up shot, but he fanned on it. And now it's Jackson Dunn that will flip it into the offensive zone. And again, this will be the one overtime that we play, and then we'd have a Zam break. Here is a turnover in front of the net, and a shot went wide by Dunn. Haldy to the corner, behind the net. Shea trying to backhand a between his legs pass to the front of the net, but it was broken up by Aberdeen. It is now Jackson Henry up to Haldy. Haldy into the corner, out to Henry, back at the blue line. Throws it to the net, off the glove of Hunstad. Didn't catch it cleanly, but it does come out of the zone by Aberdeen as Sioux Falls West continues to make a change. Aberdeen making a change as well with 8:25 to go here in overtime. This will be all the way into the bench area, and we get a whistle with 8:21 to go.
Neither bench knew where that one was going. Both benches ducked.
Brookings and Mitchell, they're scheduled to start at 3:30. As you're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. That's all dependent on how long this game goes.
We will never start early, but could start late.
They're going to have to get on the ice rather quickly for us to start at 3:30 at this point. Here's a shot attempt that goes wide. Here's an opportunity again from Rourke. Out to Vilhauer. His shot goes off of a body and off the glass. Stays in play. Vilhauer tied the game up. Was looking for the overtime winner. Vilhauer holds it in again. That shot again goes wide of measure. Each time that shot goes toward the net, could be the end of the hockey game. This is at the blue line, put back in. There's a shot. Mesher is able to glove that one, and we get a whistle. Easton Mesher has now made 32 saves on 36 shots.
Aberdeen Cougars continue to outshoot the Sioux Falls Flyers. It was 4-1 at the beginning of the third period, or just barely into the third period. Sioux Falls find themselves in a battle here, 4-4.
It is Aiden Postumus trying to play it back out to the blue line. It's at the blue line, held in by Postumus. He had the first goal of the game for Aberdeen. Near side, Postumus again holds it in. Postumus backhander trying to go backdoor for Malsum. And he'll go to the far side for Sioux Falls West and then flipped out of the zone. This is going to be for Hayden Gora. Into the corner. Grabbed again by the West Flyers. Out to the blue line. James Shea, turnaround shot goes wide. And to the far side, Aberdeen's got it and handle it. But their pass goes off of a body in the neutral zone. Postumus blew a tire. Thankfully, he got a piece of the puck. Otherwise, it could have been a break the other way for the Flyers. Edwards a pass. That one's going to be off and missing Jackson Dunn, or missing Postumus. Postumus slowed up Dunn a little bit, but Postumus is a little bit laboring getting off the ice. Maybe with knee-on-knee contact between those two. Alex Carlson backhanded by Shea into the offensive zone. Jackson Dunn racing after him. Max Podol has it. Moved up and out of the zone by Aberdeen. This will come back to the blue line. This is still playing Jack Campbell. And moved all the way down the ice by Jackson Henry. Aberdeen's pass got to the neutral zone, but it was intercepted by Sioux Falls. And then again, it's Carlson that cross corner dumps it in. 6:05 to go here in overtime. This will be onside play. No, it was offside. Rorick moved in just a touch behind the puck. And we're going to whistle with 5:59 to go here in overtime.
Sioux Falls Flyers controlling this overtime thus far, although Aberdeen Cougars have had several shots. 36 shots is what's registered for the Aberdeen Cougars compared to 26.
This will be on the far side, out of the zone. Moved back in by Aberdeen. To the corner for Alex Carlson to pick up. Aberdeen still trying to get themselves back onside. Carlson will send it across, misses for Shea. And to the near side, it's picked up. Cluffman moves in. Lane Cluffman to the front. It's tipped over the top of the crossbar by Fishback.
Good opportunity there on a tip.
Carlson back to Henry, far side for Shea. James Shea moves into the offensive zone with Chan. Shea with a shot that goes over the top of the crossbar. The Brookings crowd, along with Mitchell crowd, they're all hanging around behind the net of Aberdeen right now, waiting for their chance to go sit down and enjoy the next game. This will be iced by Aberdeen with 5:04 to go. A lot of people standing around waiting because they're supposed to be only 25 minutes away from getting started of their hockey game.
That's not going to happen. We have ice to do. We have the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game to do at the conclusion of this one.
Jack Campbell. It'll be played here for Posthumus. Near side out of the zone. Henry make that from Edwards, will send it all the way back in. It's gloved down by Hunstad. He will play it up and all the way down. He will ice the puck. And we'll get a whistle with 4:48 to go here in the overtime.
Carson Hudstead, he likes to get that puck up the ice. He set it down in the blue paint, and he looked and thought he had a winger going up through the neutral zone. He likes to flip that thing up in a hurry.
He's not afraid to go play the puck, which that one came to him, but he's not afraid to get out of his net to go play the puck. Another face-off won by Sioux Falls West. There's a shot. It was tipped. Hayden Gore had tipped it, but a save made by Hunstad. Hudson Bergeson at the blue line, able to hold it in for Sioux Falls West. Comes out of the zone by Aberdeen. Bergeson, though, with a good stick. Puck is still free in the neutral zone. Aberdeen moves it in. Balsam avoids a big check by Hayden Gorham. Then Gora goes down. It is now grabbed and flipped in by Posthumus wide of the net. First one to it is Drake Whitty. Whitty's pass was off of a stick. Chopping at it, trying to hold it into the zone are the Cougars. It's played back to Mesher. He will leave it for Bergeson. To the nearest side. It is going to be played by Edwards. Turned over. Severson looking for his shots. Centers one. It trickles its way down. And Mesher will cover for the whistle with 3:57 to go here in overtime.
Under that 4-minute mark. First overtime, first game.
Mesher with 33 saves on 37 shots. He's been excellent. Both goalies, even though it's a 4-4 tie, and both goalies say I'd like to have a couple shots back, I think both goalies have played really good to start this state tournament. Hunstad comes out of his net to slow the puck down. Danielson chops at it in the corner. Puck is still loose to be picked up by West, but it bounces off the stick of Campbell out of the zone, and now Cluffman trying to move in onside. Trying to get around to Carlson, unable to. And then Henry's pass, he fanned on it. So now it's moved back in by Aberdeen. Fishback trying to leave it for Rorick. And then it's out of the zone, 3-on-2 for Sioux Falls West in the zone. Here's a shot. That one went wide of Hunstad. Jackson Brewer's chance. On the backhand, out to the blue line. Bergeson over for Carlson. That shot, that one got all the way through, but it went wide of the cross, or high over the crossbar. Flipped out of the zone by Aberdeen. And then it's pushed back in by Sioux Falls West. 3 minutes to go here in overtime. We play until we have a winner. Carlson make that Edwards. Gora up for Chan. But now it's Gora that plays it back for Edwards. But it's going to go all the way back to the corner. That pass goes off the back of the net to the corner to the far side, up the boards. Puck is picked up by Aberdeen, and the shot goes wide. Held in by the Cougars. They'll play it around to the far side. First one to it is Hudson Bergeson. Chipped off the glass and out of the zone. Aberdeen racking the neutral zone. Puck is still picked up by the Cougars. Micah Kranzler moves it up ahead. 2-on-2 into the zone for Aberdeen. Post to miss. Centers one, but unable to get a stick free was Briggs Medill. There's a shot that goes wide of Mesher. Now over to be played by Malsom. Here's a shot attempt by Jetski, and that was blocked by Sioux Falls. Edwards out of the zone. 1:55 to go here in overtime. Delayed offside as Sioux Falls will tag up. Pass in the neutral zone intercepted by the Flyers. Campbell plays it off the boards for Haldy. The first one to it was Jetski. Out of the zone all the way down. It will not be an icing. Sioux Falls West was looking for the icing. It is Carlson that moves it up the boards. Haldy, offensive zone, Campbell. His pass goes back to Burb. That one went off of his stick. Now Campbell able to hold it into the zone. Max Polo will get to the corner with 1:20 to go here in overtime. Drake Rourke. This is now Fishback. Devin Fishback off the boards. Comes to the corner for Vilhauer. Centers one for Fishback, but he can't get a shot away. He tried to kick it to his stick, but he didn't have enough time to get a shot. Danielson tipped by Fishback back into the zone. Final minute here of overtime. This will be played into the netting by Bergeson. It was not off of anybody itself, so it just goes to the netting, and we do get a offensive zone face-off for Aberdeen.
If nobody scores here, we know what to do.
Yeah,
everybody goes to the locker room.
We'll
They do the Sam, and then they switch sides.
Yes, that's right. It'll
be
we
know how to do it.
Change. Two periods of a long change.
Last week, we didn't know how to do it. We know how it works now.
Yeah, now we're familiar with the system.
Takes us 5 overtimes to figure it out.
Here's a shot attempt that will go wide over to the far side. It is James Shea that picks it up. 45 seconds to go. We'll have a normal intermission if we don't have a goal score in the next 40 seconds. And Brookings and Mitchell continue to lick their chops, although biting their fingernails too, because they're itching they're chopping at the bit to get on the ice. Here is Jackson Danielson. Carson Edwards almost lost the puck. This will be sent from the blue line. It is Hunstad that will drop it and then put the glove over the top of it with 17 seconds remaining here in overtime number 1.
We've seen Hunstad do that a couple times. He grabs the puck with his glove up above his head and sets it onto his stick, and then he looks up the ice for a forward cutting. That time he did not have a chance to pass it up the ice.
For those that might be tuning in from Brookings radio station trying to figure out when our broadcast is going to start, you have to hang tight for a little bit. We'll figure things out, and we'll try and make sure we at least let you know when the start time will be for the next game. Whenever this game comes to an end. 10 seconds to go here in overtime. 7 seconds remaining. There's a shot attempt and a save made by Hunstad. Haldy was looking for the hat trick to try and win it with 4.5 remaining.
Haldy had a good look. Hunstad was hanging on to the post. Saw it all the way.
Haldy will take the face-off. It'll be won by Sioux Falls. Back into the net. Let's head to double overtime in our first game.
We have time?
We have
time.
We're going to have to make time. We've got 3 more games to go today, but we're looking at closing on a 9 o'clock start for our last game. But it is 4-4 at the end of our first overtime. It is a full intermission break. We will step aside and come back with our intermission reports. 4-4. As we go to break, you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family.
The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food. And who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
As we welcome you back, it is the overtime intermission reports. John McClure alongside Jim Lund. We're getting close to being pros at the overtime intermission.
We are. We know how it all goes, don't we?
We apparently we should have been selling overtime sponsorships for the broadcast.
Yeah, that might be your best money in any sponsorship, but the way it's going.
Right, well, and we could have sold 7 different ones, and we would have now ran out of all of them and had to recycle them through because everybody would have had a chance to have their overtime sponsorship. This is 7. We're going to have 7 overtimes the last 2 games.
Yeah, that seems like a lot, but we're here to do it all. What a game, though. You know, we went into at 11-19. We were 11-19 into the third period.
And it was a 4-1 game.
It was a 4-1 game, and we were just going to get this thing over with. Sioux Falls is going to advance. 3 goals in 3 minutes for the Aberdeen Cougars, and here we are, 4-4 at the end of 1 overtime.
Yeah, it was for Aberdeen. Devin Fishback, Drake Rourke, and Carter Vilhauer all scored in 3 minutes to tie the game up at 4-4, and we've not had a goal since then. We played the last 7:45 of that third period without a goal scored, and then now we find ourselves in a double overtime, and yeah, we're not starting our next game on time. 3:30 is the scheduled start time. We can pull up the bracket on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports here in a second and look at the rest of the games. But Brookings and Mitchell, a 3:30 start time. Sioux Falls East and Yankton at 6 o'clock, and Rushmore and Watertown at 8:30. We're not going to probably have any of those games start on time as you look at the bracket here on Capital City Rock Sports. Brookings and Mitchell, they're not starting at 3:30. And it's going to take some run time for us to catch back up at some point.
Yep.
And I don't know, if there is a game, I'd say the Mitchell Marlins are saying there's no chance we're going to get run time. But that would be the only game that we have a possibility of trying to catch back up over the next 2 to get back at 8:30 by the end of the day for Rushmore and Watertown. But
what about this Aberdeen team? You know, we talked in our pregame show, 6th seed. I don't want to play them. I don't want to play them in the first round. We said that right off the bat.
Yeah, not a chance. Would you want to play Aberdeen in the first round? And Sioux Falls West is seeing exactly why they would have liked to see maybe. And it came down to that last day or the last game between Mitchell and Aberdeen. They were playing the last game of the regular season. Aberdeen won to get the 6th seed. Otherwise, Mitchell would have been the 6th seed facing Sioux Falls West. I'm not so sure
Sioux Falls West says thanks a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if they would have been any better off against Mitchell than Aberdeen. You're never going to know. But Aberdeen could have been that 2-7 game, but instead now they're playing this 3-6 contest. And we're, again, also in this spot where the longer this game goes, the tougher the state tournament is getting for both of these teams.
Right.
The loser of this game has to find rest. And granted, they played at 1 o'clock, so they won't play again until 1 o'clock tomorrow. So it'll be about 20 hours or so by the time that they probably get a chance to go to sleep and maybe get some rest. But they've got to find a way to come back and play the next day and then play for their season. The same can be said for the 6 o'clock game. Whoever wins this game, if Brookings and Mitchell doesn't go to 2 overtimes, which you can't just assume that every game is going to go to 2 overtimes. I don't know. After the last two games, you might end up having double overtime every time we have a game be played. But you're going to be at a disadvantage at the start of the hockey game, regardless if you're playing Brookings or Mitchell, as long as that game doesn't go double overtime, because you're going to have those tired legs to start that second game.
Yeah, a couple periods make a big difference when you're talking about state tournaments, because you're going game, and it makes a difference, big time. You put 2 more periods on those legs. When you get to the next day, it matters.
So, again, if you're listening on Brookings, or if you're looking for that game to be on KKQQ, we're going to be a little bit later. We're still going into our double overtime. So we're hoping by the time that this game ends, we'll have confirmation before we get off the broadcast on when the next game will be, so we can at least tell you we've got 5 minutes or so between our first broadcast and our second broadcast, because we will try and at least make every game be its own broadcast. But we're going to be behind schedule for the most part the rest of day number 1.
Yep, that's just the way it is. Like I said, it's free hockey, though. We enjoy overtimes. The nice thing about an overtime game is it's always a good game.
Yeah, it's and the going back to last Saturday, it was funny to hear some people are talking about that 5 overtime game. Boy, it started to get kind of ugly. But that's what makes it so exciting, is that everybody's so tired that it's not a clean hockey game. It starts to get a little ugly, and it's an ugly goal that wins a game. But it makes it that much better and greater of a game when it starts to be that ugly, because you can see that everybody's giving 100%, but they're going half speed.
It's slow motion.
It is going. Yeah, it is. Everybody is that tired. So we're not quite to that point yet here in this game, but as the game gets farther along, that dirty goal, that ugly goal is going to be the difference and going to be the game winner most likely. You're not going to see that. Well, you could see maybe a face-off win that turns into a goal scored, but you're not going to see as much of a clean goal to win a hockey game.
Yeah, we saw it with the girls' game last weekend in their state tournament. Every overtime break, the girls came out real quick, but it didn't last very long. Yeah. Less than 30 seconds, and it was all back to slow motion. And it was a slow motion goal that won the championship for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
It was tipped, and it wasn't going to make it to the back of the net. It barely made it across the goal line. We are headed to the second overtime between Sioux Falls West and Aberdeen, tied 4-4. Back with the second overtime after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732. The Field House in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
The start of our fifth overtime. Sioux Falls West, Aberdeen tied 4-4 at the end of 4 periods. We head to our double overtime, first game of the state tournament. We had somebody ask us, Jim, earlier if we got overtime pay. And we might need to start negotiating that into the contract of overtime pay.
Well, you're going to have another bet come in probably from the Oahe area, right?
Right. Yeah.
That supplemented your income a little bit last weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was a little bet that was going on was between John and some coaches. So.
Yeah, it's that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did technically get overtime pay. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that helps.
That does help.
Helps.
Yeah. I have to start asking everybody else if we can. If we could do something like that. But we are in our second over. It is great to play some multiple overtime games, and obviously for these guys, and for when you start if you end your tournament with a 5 overtime game, at least you know the tournament's over afterward. This is the final game. We still got 10 games left to go after this.
That's right.
We've got a long time to go.
And all those great listeners we have out there, Coach Steele, Steve Steele, he's one of our biggest fans. He listens to us all the time. He listens through all those overtimes that we do.
That's right.
Corey Melville, he's driving a UPS truck. He listens to us.
Coach Steele just texted and said that we deserve OT pay because they enjoy listening to us so much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, especially him. I mean, he's been a fan of ours for years.
He loves listening to us for so much that he says that we deserve OT pay.
And he wants OT.
That's exactly what the text message just said that he sent to me, too.
Yep. All those listeners, they want OT.
So we do have some extra time here. They put now we've got 8 minutes. I think they're trying to let the ice settle in a little bit more. I think it was a little bit wet to start the third period. So they've put 8:30 back in the clock. So I think we're going to take another break here before we get to start of our second overtime. We got to save our voices somehow. We'll be back with the start of the second overtime after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand-making the dough, hand-chopping the toppings, and hand-shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First and Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 AM or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First and Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
As we welcome you back, we're closing in on the start of our second overtime. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd. It is 4-4 on the Kubota scoreboard between Sioux Falls West and Aberdeen. They are letting that ice freeze a little bit more. And Jim, you pointed out too, there's still some water that's behind. And I mean, we're 60 degrees. We're 63 degrees in Watertown right now. That's not ideal to try and, as great as any facility is, and this is one of the best in the premier rink in the state, that warm weather still doesn't help things out a lot when you're trying to get ice to freeze in a rink. And then you had all the people that are in here getting ready for ready to watch Brookings and Mitchell, and then still watching the Sioux Falls West and Aberdeen game.
Yeah, and we're happy to be here in the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Like you said, what a nice facility for a state tournament. And this rink has only really had one full season. They played a couple regular season games last year, and of course a girls varsity state tournament last year, but it has not had a full season on it yet. And of course there's a lot of play going on. It's home of the Watertown Lakers, and then also the home of the Shamrocks play here also. So that's an NAHL team that has blended into Watertown quite well and had a great partnership with the Watertown Lakers. It's been really good, but this arena is about as good as it gets. It really is.
Well, the referee, we talk about our overtime pay. The referees get some overtime pay. Got a squeegee on the ice to try and get some of that water to move around a little bit. He's going to work to try and help get the ice to freeze a little bit more. So,
but it is warm in here. I mean, you're in a t-shirt. I'm in a light sweatshirt. I mean, it's warm in this arena.
I wear the Pelican Power Sports t-shirt for the fact that Pelican Power Sports is a great sponsor of the state tournament, but also I can't wear my jacket in here. I'm sweating as it is while we're watching this game, and I have to have just a t-shirt on.
Take a look at the scorers table over there. We got the volunteers working that. Of course, up in our booth, making this broadcast possible is a lot of Watertown Lakers volunteers and some really good tech folks that make this broadcast happen. Have worked tireless hours at work making this right and paying attention to all the details. They do a great job up here, John. They make us look pretty good.
And you can see the ref squeegeeing the ice right now and trying to get that water to kind of even out a little bit more to make it a little bit easier for it to freeze. It's not an easy thing on a warm rink. And you think about just how good those NHL rinks are when you're playing in Florida in June, when it's
with a full house.
With a full house.
Yeah.
And how everything has to go right. And I mean, it's amazing how that ice never starts to, and then you play basketball games on top of the ice.
And I was able to look at this rink when they were building this rink. I can't remember how many feet it is, but it's miles and miles of tubing underneath these ice rinks. And this ice rink, put together by the city of Watertown, it's state-of-the-art, cooling and so forth, all computerized monitoring of ice temperatures and so forth. Of course, the laser level Zamboni. I mean, this is the state of the art when it comes to ice rinks.
Well, we've got now 2 minutes under the clock, and I think Aberdeen is going to come out from their locker room. I think Sioux Falls West will be coming out of the ice here shortly, and we will get that fifth overtime. And again, if you're looking for Brookings and Mitchell, we're not there yet. We still got to get through the first game, so we're at this point probably going to be, I would say, 45 minutes behind schedule at the best, and that would be at best by saying we're going to have an overtime winner in a matter of seconds in overtime. Seattle Kraken did score the fastest overtime goal yesterday. It took 4 seconds for them to score in overtime last night to win their hockey game. I don't foresee a 4-second goal in overtime, but
well, this game started out with 2 quick ones.
Yeah, we had 2 goals in the first minute.
At 16:13, the Aberdeen Cougars scored, and at 6:04, Sioux Falls came back, making it a 1-1 in just seconds.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then it just went all the way down, and we started the third period. Into that third period, we were at 11-19, and it was a 4-1 game in favor of Sioux Falls West.
Yeah, West scored 4 straight goals to go up by 3, and then it took 3 minutes of time for Aberdeen to score those 3 goals and to tie the game up at 4-4.
Next one wins it.
Next one wins it.
We're 1 shot away from ending this game.
For those that'll be listening on KKQQ, and I'm sure you probably got us pulled up right now waiting for that for the broadcast to get rolling, we will go on the air 15 minutes prior to game time, which we're going to have to figure out when that game time will be.
And we have switched sides, so it's kind of like a second period game right now because your bench will be as far from your defensive zone as it can get. We call it long ice in the second period.
It is the period of long ice, 2 periods of long ice, because it will be 2 overtime periods of that before they would have the ZAM. And
well, stick around.
Yeah.
This is fun. First game of the tournament, double overtime.
Double overtime. Last double overtime game. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Other than last week, but last boys state tournament double overtime game, all the way back to 2021 in that state tournament. We're underway here in double overtime. Aberdeen wins the opening faceoff, and it'll come for Sioux Falls West, thrown in by Jackson Danielson. It does go on net as Easton Mesher, who has now made 35 saves on 39 shots. Turned over in front of the net. Fishback trying to find it. Puck is underneath one of the Flyers players. Fishback put that one to the rafters.
That was Carson Edwards that dove and laid on the puck for a while.
The netting almost doesn't go up high enough to stop that puck. Fishback, he tried to pull it closer to his body and then just lifted that thing to the heavens. Face-off is won by Aberdeen. Danielson throws it to the net, and that one was blockered away by Mesher. Next shot wins the hockey game. 9:30 to go here in their second overtime. 30 seconds in. We only played 10-minute overtime periods. This pass, that is blocked. It'll be out of the zone by Sioux Falls West. A race to the puck, and a good job to get back by Danielson. Otherwise, it was Haldy that was going in, as it will be offside against Aberdeen. And we do have a hockey headquarters loose equipment. Carson Hunstad will pick up the stick to give to his counterpart. Not necessarily his counterpart, but his opponent, Jackson Brewer, as he will head back to the bench. Face-off just outside the Sioux Falls West blue line. 9:13 remaining here in the second overtime. It is now James Shea that moves in. He is shrugged off the puck. Behind the net, Jackson Dunn tied up by Severson. And then Jeske will turn it over, and Sioux Falls West has it. Comes back to the near side. Dunn, he'll leave it to Henry, plays it to the corner. Now behind the net, Shea centers one off the stick of Hunstad. It is now Jeske try to flip it off the glass. It was off the glove of Gora, and now Drake Whitty moves it up ahead. It is Micah Kranzler that is in onside. Pass will go across, but it's intercepted, played off the stick of the West Flyers. 2-on-2 into the zone. It is Gora, cuts to the net, shot and a save made, and it will bounce in front of Hunstad. He looked up, that puck was right in front of his mask, and as he made the save to get the whistle with 8:25 to go here in our second overtime.
Carson Hunstad, he's been a very confident goalie this entire game.
25 saves on 29 shots. He has been excellent. Both goalies have been very good. It is now back to Bergeson. His shot, and that's blocked. Aberdeen trying to go the other way, but that off the stick of Haldy. Now it's into the offensive zone still for Aberdeen. Cut to the front of the net, and Clefman never got a shot away. He'll pick it back up into the corner. As it's played to the blue line, Vilhauer now back to Danielson. His shot goes wide. Maybe looking for a redirect. Vilhauer at the blue line, throws it to that. Save is made, and the rebound couldn't get to it in time, was Fishback. Centering pass, that's broken up by Haldy. Off the boards, held in by Vilhauer. It is going to be pushed a second time, and Jackson Brewer out. Brewer moves in. He's pushed off the puck. It'll get to the corner, and around it goes for now Clefman. Behind the net for Danielson. And again, what we assume will be, and we think for the most part, we will have our South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game will be the guy that scores the next goal. James Shea picks it up at the blue line. Backhanded pass. That one bounced over the stick of Danielson. Got to the corner. Gora picks it up. Hayden Gora to the far side corner. He's pushed off away from the puck by number 12 and Carter Vilhauer. This puck will come out of the zone and then sent back in by Sioux Falls West. Vilhauer to the corner. His backhanded pass to Danielson on the near side. Trying to send it back around where it came from, out of the zone. Carlson will pick it up. He'll backhand it in as Sioux Falls West will have to go back for a tag back up. Danielson off the glass, held in by the West Flyers. Looking for that game-winning goal. Up the boards, Rorik can't get it out, does come out of the zone. There's Malsum, but he can't find the handle of it. Flipped up by number 10, Briggs Medill. Comes here to the near side, where it's now Danielson again. That one misses everybody. This will be an icing. No, they will wave off icing, saying that Sioux Falls West could have played it. At the blue line, it's held in. Here's a shot by Postgame and a save made. Malsum tried to swat at it as it was coming towards the net. Malsum has it, but he lost it, and it's a good chance for a breakaway. 2-on-1 moving in. Here's a shot by Brewer and a save made. Sioux Falls West couldn't get the legs pedaling quick enough. It'll go all the way down on net, so there is no icing. Brewer got that shot, but they had an opportunity potentially of going 2-on-0, but the puck never just got moving far enough. Man goes down in Gora. Play continues. Brewer can't find the handle of it. It's now Micah Kranzler. Kranzler offside. Drake Whitty was offside. He was trying to toe the line. But he does come offside with 5:34 to go here in double overtime.
Not a lot of possession for very long with either one of these teams. Couple shots on goal here and there. Maybe a breakaway will decide it. 42 shots on goal for the Cougars, 30 shots on goal for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
Face-off will be outside of the Sioux Falls blue line. Jackson Dunn will be kicked off the face-off dot. Hayden Gora will come in to take it. He wins it. Back to James Shea. This pass here to the near side. A shot by Shea, and that one's sawn all the way, and Hunstad makes the save and gets the whistle. With 5:25 to go here in double overtime.
You like to think that either one of these teams are going to have to get that goalie moving one way or another. Maybe a tip, some sort of redirect.
Face off to the left of Hunstad. It is Casper. His pass was off the back skate of Podol. And then it's turned over. The slot, a good stick lift, but not out of the zone. To the far side, James Shea. His pass is broken up. In the corner, Shea picks it back up again. Off the referee, he's trying to get out of the way of it. Out to the blue line, held in by Sioux Falls West. Knocked down by the glove of Casper, and out of the zone by Aberdeen. Kicked at the red line. Oh, it was on the wrong side of the red line.
No, I think that was kicked somewhere on the offensive side of the Cougars.
Aberdeen, now the referees will talk about it.
It's gonna matter because it'll be an offensive face-off here for Sioux Falls. So if that was not the case, that face-off's going to be at center dot.
It would have been an offensive zone face-off for Aberdeen, but linesmen are going to talk about it. It was very, very close to being right at the red line.
The referee's still discussing where they're going to put the puck down, and it will matter. Nonetheless, offensive face-off, Sioux Falls.
And Aberdeen not happy about it. Fan base, coaching staff, they thought it should have been no icing. But now here's a chance for a 2-on-1 for Aberdeen, but the puck will make its way down to Mesher, and then we get a little bit of some snow showering on Easton Mesher, which does not come well for Sioux Falls West.
And you can't blame Clefman. He pretty much had to stop. He had a full head of steam going right into the goalie. He pretty much had to put the brakes on.
But then there's a second shower that came to Mesher. And the referees are kind of talking about it, and
because that can be a penalty, that can be unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, and they will. You probably could have gave penalties to both teams at that point, and instead we stay 5-on-5 with no penalties with 4:35 to go.
And in overtime, the penalties will be a little harder to come by in overtime.
Yeah, that one's a little bit tougher to get that call your way. Now, if it happens again, you're maybe seeing that get called the second time. This will be Fishback. That backhanded pass over for Clefman. Centers one, Fishback in front, fans with the first one. Second opportunity, diving around for was Mesher. The puck is still free. Both shots never got to the net. No stick for Mesher. That shot, it was blocked. It's sent down by Sioux Falls West as we get a whistle and an icing. And a hockey headquarters loose equipment with that puck.
Good opportunity there for the Cougars.
Next to Easton Mesher. And Aberdeen had a fantastic look at it.
Couple attempts there. Aberdeen just could not get enough stick on it to get that thing in the back of the net. All they could do is just touch it. Touch it and kick it. About all they could do.
Easton Mesher will regather himself. Face-off will be to the left of him. Offensive zone draw again for Aberdeen. 4:05 to go here in double overtime. This will be won by Sioux Falls West. Jackson Dunn moves it up the ice. Bouncing puck. Vilhauer. It is now moved back in by Aberdeen. Into the corner, centering one. Bouncing puck in the slot. It's cleared away harmlessly by Sioux Falls West, and a chance for a 2-on-1. And then it'll be delayed offside by Sioux Falls West, and the pass wasn't handled cleanly. And it's pushed back in by the Flyers. Game 1 of 11 this weekend, 1 of 4 today. This will be iced by Aberdeen. We're closing in on 4 o'clock, and yes, we still got 3 more games of hockey left.
Aberdeen icing the puck. They need it off the ice that entire shift. So nonetheless, they're going to give Sioux Falls an offensive face-off, but fresh legs here for the Aberdeen Cougars.
See who's on the ice for Sioux Falls West. Jack Campbell will take it for the Flyers. Fishback will take it for Aberdeen. Into the corner, comes out to the blue line. Bergeson with a shot that was blocked, never got to the net. Postumus fighting with Haldy to get the puck. Held in by Sioux Falls. That'll be off the skates of Carson Jeske, and it goes into the netting, and we get a whistle.
I don't know if you've noticed or not, John, but I think Carson Jeske's got some hockey hair going there for the tournament. I can't imagine he's that naturally blonde.
I think some of them got some extra, some a little bit blonder hair than normal. Face-off will be won by Aberdeen. And with the camera angles that we have here and the great work that Watertown does, there's a little bit more of a chance to show off the hockey hair here for this state tournament. Aiden Postmus, after that shot came from the blue line, beyond the blue line. It was stopped by Hunstad. Here on the near side, sent all the way back, cross corner dump. Postmus, backhanded pass, that's out of the zone. Racing to the puck was Kluffman. Aberdeen, this is 2-on-1 if they can get to it as West, but it was Carson Jeske, blonde hair and all, got to the puck. This is Postmus now intercept the puck. He's going to carry it in. Onside with a shot and a glove save made by Mesher. Rebound is loose, and it goes on a backhand right into the glove of Mesher. And we get a whistle with 2:28 remaining here in the double overtime period.
Well, I can't say that the Aberdeen Cougars get in their offensive zone that much, but every time they go in there, they get a couple really good looks in this second overtime.
Face-off will be to the right of Mesher. Face-off is won by Aberdeen. It'll come here to the near side. That centering opportunity, that is broken up. Now back, Kranzler trying to center one, and it's intercepted by Sioux Falls West, but given away. Tough angle shot, that's blocked. Rebound is still loose. It's off the crossbar. It hit the post from Kranzler, but it didn't go in.
Aberdeen fans thought that it could have been in.
And we continue here in double overtime. Grayson Casper, see if we can't get that replay. See how close that was to going in. Jackson Dunn into the corner. Max Podol. It'll be played to the far side. James Shea. His shot, that was blocked. Picked up by Severson. But can't move it as it gets to the neutral zone. 1:30 remaining. It's just tipped as it goes to the corner. Behind the net, Hunstad will leave it. And it's now moved up by Podol, tipped out of the zone by Aberdeen. Sioux Falls West has it another time. Bergeson, now it's in onside. Shot, they score! Beckett Haldy wins it in double overtime.
And a hat trick goal for Beckett Haldy.
And Sioux Falls West survives after they gave up the 3 goals. Haldy got in, under the bar, blocker side of Hunstad.
And I believe that's going to be unassisted.
Haldy gets all 3 goals, or has 3 of the 5 goals.
You just found your South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game. It's a hat trick and a win in double overtime.
Brewer gets the goal, the assist, and it's a 5-4 win in double overtime for Sioux Falls West. When we come back, we will have our post-game show. We will talk with our player of the game. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserved tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs.
And we welcome you back as we will send things down to Jim Lloyd for our player of the game. He's got to get a picture here first with Beckett Haldy, who got the double overtime winner. We'll send it down to Jim Lloyd. Take it away, Jim.
All right, I'm down the Sioux Falls West Flyers bench from the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Player of the game, Beckett Haldy. Third period, partway through the third period, up 4-1. What did this game look like? You had a hand triple to win this one. Take us through that winning goal. I just got past my good friend Jackson Booth. Took it inside of the ring, just shot it. How about these teammates that you play with and will play with the rest of the tournament? I love them all. All right, Beckett Haldy, South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game.
All right, so it is a first game win, 5-4 in double overtime for the Sioux Falls West Flyers over the Aberdeen Cougars. Our second game was scheduled to start at 3:30, but now that it's already almost 4 o'clock, when I believe, as Mitchell's already come to the ice, Brookings is as well. So we will be, it'll probably be about 10 minutes from now, we'll get back on the air. So about 4:05, we will get back on the air and get our pregame going for our second game between Mitchell and Brookings. So if you're on KKQQ 4:05, we will start our coverage and go from there for our broadcast of game number 2. Final score 5-4 in double overtime. Back at 4:05 here in the Watertown as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Pepper Sports Center, Beck Motors, Xander Auto Parts, May Adam, Lake Area Technical College, Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, Pelican Power Sports, Wagner Auto, The Hockey Headquarters, The Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Join us all tournament long on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.